How you guys been doing?
Are you talking to us?
I ain't talking to you.
Man, you talk to us all day,
I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah.
I'm glad to be back feeling better and being able to.
Oh yeah, you're
That's right.
back to the
What up,
down a little
Down
bit.
down for 2 weeks.
What up, Jace?
Jeez.
What up, Daniel? What up, Brian?
What's up?
Brian Miller.
See South Carolina,
Yep. People watch
Indiana.
everywhere.
I'm not sure if I like the lights being off on a light show.
Why? Because you get so discombobulated.
You know, I tell you, it's like I'm running around with my head cut off and all that
Man,
stuff.
it brings James likes it. It brings it back to his bouncer
Bouncer days.
It's about the only time
Thinking,
he has a sense of urgency.
thinking he's up on 38th. What is it? Where's that?
Hey, that's what we gotta do when we need to do
seconds.
something. Just start
8
doing some
seconds,
flashy
yeah.
lights
Oh,
and get
yeah.
that sense of urgency.
Yeah.
Somebody forgot you. I don't know who that was.
Oh yeah, man, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah, you guys left me out there on the dock for 3 days.
3 days. This started off as a day.
We ain't seen James in 3 damn days.
We go to get him. He had a Wilson volleyball and everything.
You know how that is. You know how that is. Being at Dale Hollow, stuck at Hendricks Creek docks, and I'm there like for 3 days.
But he had fishing poles. He was stuck at a lake with fishing
with
poles.
at a wiry kid that was mine. Dad. I'm like, yes, son. I know they're gonna be. Oh,
Ain't there a boat ramp right there too?
yeah, there is a boat. That's where I was.
Yeah. So you didn't see? Do you how many days? I don't know how many days was you there. I just want to ask you a couple cool questions.
I think it was actually 5 days. I stuck there.
Maybe 1.5.
How many boats did you see come in and out of the docks?
A lot.
He finally did hitchhike.
I'm about to
I
say.
don't think you understand our situation there.
Yeah,
you
No, I understand. I mean, you
No. You don't.
Everybody seen the little kid that's saying, Dad. They was like, keep going.
Yeah.
I would have paid somebody at that point.
He did.
Well, I did. I went to actually Hendricks Creek.
As I was leaving to pick him up, he was rolling in with his thumbs up on a party bar.
Hey, you guys!
That's exactly what it was.
Lord.
Up there looking like Forrest on the front, just waving and shit. Lieutenant Dan!
Is one of your guys'
You gotta
phones
get
on?
a sea leg.
You might put the guy.
It's on the speaker.
Okay, gotcha. Oh Lord. All right. Well. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do got a couple things here real quick.
Oh, you got some things?
I do got some things.
Oh.
Did you know what tournament's playing in Connecticut? What is that? What's that name of the tournament again?
I honestly don't
No,
know. I
that's-
don't want to
let me
butcher it.
Yeah.
Is that the West
Oh,
Virginia one?
this is
Yeah. Well, I know what
no,
Joe.
this is New York. This
Okay.
is the Wild Carp Club tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what Joe Lutz is doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to my sponsor, Joe Lutz.
Joe
Shout out
Lutz.
to all, shout out to anybody that sponsors anybody
Oh,
on
yeah.
the team. We appreciate everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
But no, Joe Lutz, they hit a 47-pound,
Fish of
12
a
ounce,
lifetime.
down there in New York in the fall last year.
Yeah.
So he put up $1,000 bounty.
Yeah.
Anybody who can beat it.
Anybody that breaks it,
Yeah.
whether it's this year or next year
It's just
or
on
in
the
the
road. That's cool.
I don't know if it's just for this tournament or I'm sure it'll probably be for the fall.
I think it
too.
might be for all the tournaments.
Huh? You think so?
Yeah.
It just
For now on.
says the tournament record. It don't specify what
Yeah.
tournament or all tournaments, but it says the tournament,
Yeah, since
so
the
it might be
tournament's been
specific
going, yeah,
to that tournament.
It is that. No, it is that tournament. But I'm sure it'll run spring and fall.
That's a
though.
big fish regardless.
Oh yeah, that's a fish of a
Man,
lifetime.
to
Yeah,
break that
that's-
fish, $1,000 automatically.
That's a
40
That's a
period.
monster.
Just a 40 in general. You know
That's the
what
American dream.
I mean? 30. Hey, right now at this
30.
point with me at 35, because I'm
31.
I'm right at the 34 mark.
Well, I hit 31. I gotta get 32.
Yeah.
32, gotcha.
Speaking of some nice carp, man. I wonder if he's old Kenny Mack's even been down to Del Hollow. Yeah,
I'm sure he has.
I'm sure we're about to find out.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has.
What else? What other news? you got?
Also, the 21st annual St. Lawrence Invitational Junior Carp Tournament, which you got to be a CAG member. This one here is it's a junior tournament actually. It starts around July 18th. And of course, you got the registrations between. I recommend. I mean, it's a little bit lengthy, but I actually recommend go to the Carp Anglers carpanglers.com, Carp Anglers Group, not carpanglers.com, Carp Anglers Group. Go to their Facebook.
You can go to carpanglers.com too.
Yeah, you can,
That's
but
the
this,
store,
but yeah,
to get this information.
yeah, to get this information, you gotta go to the group page. It's extra for juniors.
Is that on Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook, and also it'll be on their website.
Okay, so they actually have a website
Yeah,
also?
they also have. You didn't know about that?
I didn't know.
You know, I am a.
I mean, I know about the store, but you said don't go to the site.
No, that's the carpanglers.com.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of two
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah.
I'm
Hey,
thinking of the actual carp angler.
who went last week and bought something from carpangler.com with our discount FF10? Hit a thumbs up if you did.
Hello, Moto. Yeah, one job, James.
But another thing too, in kind of in on the Pay Lake side,
Right.
Got South Carolina.
Yeah.
Chiming in too.
Yep, up in North Carolina, Creekside. You know, they just put out the sign up sheet for that.
I seen something about he had something for his lakes, like for lights on the dividers and like lane markers and.
Yeah,
Seen a post something about
he's
that.
always adding something. But this is for the Indiana guys for one of our qualifiers. It's about to be one of the first qualifiers was there this. Not this. It's not the first time this year.
Right.
It's not the first time there, but they did. We went last year, but it's the first tournament of this year, and the series sign up sheet. I think it'll be out in a couple of days. I think Phil said he was going to put it out. So
What?
yeah, just to sign up because they'd like to make
Where
sure
will it
it's
be?
sold out. You know what I mean?
Where would we be putting it out at so everybody knows?
It's gonna be in Midwest Carp Master. If you're
So
not,
just look for a post. on
yeah,
it.
just or if, look at Phil Lucas's page.
Right.
He's always posting about it. You know what I mean? Him and Jenny and them run it. So we just wanted to give a heads up about that. That way, if you didn't know, you can get signed up for it because it will sell out
Right.
for sure. That's why they do it. You know what I mean? And then whatever I'm sure we don't sell out. I think they keep at least 10 spots open for their guys there, 10 or 20 or something like
So
that.
they ain't shut the
Yeah,
guys out.
yeah.
That's-
That way that some of their guys
So
still
they
have a
probably
chance.
could sell out with just the guys from here, couldn't they?
Yeah, because there's been guys that's won it. Like qualified there. Yeah.
So, you guys got anything?
Nope.
You got King Mac's number?
Yeah, I'm about to call him right now.
Yeah. Let's get this. He's actually one of our sponsors to Team Fish Fighters, King Mac.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kenny Mac helps us out
Yeah,
with
he helps us
everything
a
we
lot.
do.
Yeah,
A lot.
there ain't nothing that Kenny really ain't. He's all like I said. He's always.
Yeah. So, you guys think up some questions out there, that you like us to do, or Kenny Mac to do, or questions to ask.
Or anything you'd like to see.
Give a shout out
in
to
the
your
future.
team. Yeah, or your
Share this
sponsors.
live. He done fell asleep on us.
Oh my gosh. You sure you got his number? Did you ask Kenny's number?
New Mac was out in Carver, Indiana. Sorry, I missed your call.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What?
Well,
Still
James, it's 7:30 or 8:30, man.
What? Oh, that's okay.
You tell people 8 o'clock, man, you don't get here till 15 after 8. I mean, what are they supposed to do?
You know better than that. We'll try again. See what happens.
Has this ever happened?
No.
New Mac was out.
Uh-oh.
You might be on another part of the phone call.
Yeah.
So.
He does. He is a busy man. There you go.
Huh.
Buenas noches.
See, senor.
This is my brother.
Kenny Mac!
What's going on?
You had me worried for a second. Does he know? What up, brother?
Sorry, man. I couldn't hear the phone in the back of the boat.
Oh! Nice. That's what I'm talking
Okay.
Answered
about.
all our questions.
Yep. I was wondering if you have been down there, and that tells us all we need to know.
I told
Wow.
him.
All right. Well, I'm out of here.
It's actually a good 3.5 hour trip, I think, from here.
Man, let's see.
I think we can go and make it back and still be at work tomorrow.
I think
Yeah.
so.
I think we
Go
can.
fish for. Let's go fish for like 2 hours and then come
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 back.
on back. Yeah. So, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm blessed by the best.
Not
Thank you. How are
bad.
you guys?
We're doing
Doing good.
great, man.
What'd you get down there?
Just afternoon.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Look at you.
first trip of the year.
How's the weather down there?
It's okay. We come in at about 66, 67 degrees for the high, and it's supposed to get like 47 for the low.
They have the winds down there like we had here. It was super windy here today.
There's a little bit of wind going on, but it wasn't too torrential.
Yeah, that's good. I know that water can get choppy out there when that wind gets to
Yeah, it
blow.
does.
What's the temperature of the water if you know?
That's the joke in the Del Hollow group.
Well, I got the bait boat out for the first time, and I can't hardly read it, but our best guess is the water is at like 56, 57 degrees.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah, because
But it's warm to the touch, so we got high hopes.
Yeah.
But I can't hardly read the bait boat just yet. I'm gonna have to wait till the morning, read it tonight, and in order to get the water temperature and depth correct. So,
Yeah.
So it's dark right now down there, right?
yeah, I got dark on me. I only got one trap out.
That's
But,
fine. That's fine.
I'll be here till Sunday, so.
Jeez. You by yourself?
No, Kerry Rack is with me.
Oh yeah.
See,
Tell Kerry we said hey.
Tell him
Hey.
say, hey man, that's his right hand man right there.
Yeah, Kerry's a good guy.
That's my dude, man. No doubt about it.
Yeah. Nice.
So that means you probably won't catch them. Kerry will be catching them all.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't really catch a lot of fish when he's around. So.
He said you make one hell of a net man, though.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he's out here, man. I'm happier than a pig and shit.
That's
Nice.
good.
Nice.
For everybody that's watching, tell them a little bit about yourself and tell them where you're at so they get a little bit jealous like we are.
Yeah, we're good.
My name is Kenny McCree, but everybody calls me Kenny Mac since I was a youngin'. And I'm on Del Hollow right now, and
Living the
trying to
dream.
catch carp. Yeah, so
He turned-
I'll be coming down every week, from now until spawn, and yeah, I don't know. There's not a whole lot of exciting things going on about Kenny Mac. I just
Del Hollow's exciting enough in itself.
yeah.
So at this down Del Hollow, when do you think spawning season actually stops down there?
it's a good question. It's all water temperature related. They get to feeling frisky around 67 degrees.
Yeah.
And then maybe up to 71 or 72, they'll calm down after they get done spreading their
Yeah.
man juice into
Yeah.
the females.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I like that carp porn stuff.
Yeah.
He asks every guest for some reason. I now know why.
Yeah. It's
He gets the same answer. We just like hearing it.
trust me, Tia don't like it either. What the word? I want to see some guy.
He tried to force it on Tia. You probably got her wearing your medallion.
Hey, want to touch my
See,
medallion?
she said, "Let's go, James." She's ready.
Hey, Tia, you want to touch my medallion? It's like, but
Yeah, about the second week of May, third week of May,
yeah.
it'll fluctuate depending on what type of fronts come in and the weather, of course.
This year's been. I know here there's already like blooms on the trees, and they're saying it's like 2 weeks earlier than it was last year. As
But,
far
yeah,
as
we're gonna
like
get
temperature
snow
and stuff goes, is it the same down there in Tennessee? You think it'll be a little earlier than it was possibly last year?
I do, Ricky, I do. The water's warm to the touch right now, and I was pretty surprised. Kerry stuck his hand in there to wash it, and he's like, "Man, you should feel this water. It's surprisingly warm." Now,
Surprisingly,
we're up into a cove, so it's a little shallower through here, but
so it heated up during the day.
it's pretty warm.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's likely to happen.
That's good. Keep us posted. I
A
like
little
seeing
earlier
pictures.
than years past.
Yeah, definitely would like to see.
You
some
know,
pictures, especially that first
The
one.
icebreaker.
Yeah, that icebreaker. It don't matter what it
That
looks like or
confidence
how
builder.
big it is.
Mm-hmm.
I was just looking at another group page about Del Hollow on Facebook, and they caught a alligator in Del Hollow just not too long.
Did they?
Yeah. A little alligator.
I don't think it was in Del Hollow. I think it was here in Tennessee, but
Oh, it's at Del Hollow Lake,
I
so
think it's at another lake.
Not
Okay.
everything you see on the internet, James, is
Yeah,
true.
you can't believe.
I
Yeah,
didn't really put out my detective
research.
James
skills
really
out
don't
on it.
have a medallion, you guys.
I just seen that. Oh, it was on the Del Hall
He
page.
said, "Oh, medallion."
It's on the Del Hall group page. Like, oh, I'm just thinking it was Del Hollow. So,
Yeah, it was on the Del Hollow group page.
Thank you.
It wasn't at Del Hollow. I can't remember the lake they said.
oh,
but
so it wasn't at Del Hollow. Okay,
no, it wasn't at Del.
all right.
So are you booked up? Are you booked out pretty much for the year?
I am definitely this year. But there's method to my madness there. That don't mean I can't sneak a guy in, or there
Right.
be cancellations,
Right.
or.
So I imagine that a DM would be key.
Yeah.
But this thing's mostly driven towards the younger generation. I'm pressing
That's
real
cool.
hard to get some of these
That's
younger
cool.
guys
That's
out.
what I'm talking
I
about.
love that.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's
there's kids out there that are just absolutely slaying it.
there is. There's a few out there you see on. Yep,
from
I see
Arkansas
him.
being one of them.
Yep.
I've been talking to Jace for.
I was gonna say, is that the one
now.
you just shared?
That's the one that's gonna teach him how to fish.
Yeah, is that the one you just shared like a couple days ago?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's a great kid, A and B student, man. And
That's
he spends
good.
his time
Yeah.
on the bank, man. He stays out of trouble. He's just a good all-around kid. And when you talk to him, you kind of get lost and forget that he's 15 talking to him, because he's very mature
That's what I was.
and he's very passionate about carp fishing. And I think he's going to help with the next generation to
Nice.
That's what I was,
upcoming anglers.
I was
There's
talking
a
to
couple more
the.
out there. Brendan Ward, up in, Brendan Ward, he might as well be 45 years old, stuck in a 20-year-old body, but he's a good kid coming up.
I had to go ask his mom for permission the first time I went fishing with him. I didn't know he was
I know.
only 17.
He's young, man.
The guys at work kept messing with me. He's like, "You going to get your little fishing friend?" I call hell for that, but he's a very, very respectable kid, and he's a.
Yeah, he was very respectful.
Humble
It's funny
brother.
you could say that, 'cause
Yeah.
I wanted Jace to come down. He said, "Oh, I'm coming." I said, "Don't come alone, Jace.
No.
Just bring a parent, bring somebody, man. The world's too damn goofy.
Yeah,
And
isn't it?
I don't want to catch any type of stupid stuff, so.
That's why it's a good
Bring
thing to get more kids into fishing, because the world is goofy, and like I was just talking to
That's
the
right,
team
brother.
about
You're
is
absolutely right.
all
The
these
world
people
is
getting
goofy.
shot left and right. There's not a lot of things on the streets for kids to do. So if we could get 1-2 kids on the bank instead
Reach
of on
one,
the
teach
streets,
one.
I mean, I would like to do a lot more as far as the team and kids, just to get kids out and fish, whether it be
Yeah.
a free tournament. Well, I'm sure we would get a lot of guys on board. I'm sure we get a lot of help,
Yeah.
like with hot dogs, hamburgers. Just have a good meal, round up some fishing gear that people don't worry about getting tore up, and this. Maybe each person sponsor a kid, just take them out and show them a good time, and somewhere where we can catch some fish.
And I'm sure we could
Yeah,
probably
I
put
agree
some
with you.
sponsors
I'd like
together.
to- I'd like to do
Yeah,
something
we
like
just had to
that.
come up with
Yeah, I would love to do something like that, Kenny.
I most certainly would support it. In fact, that's really what I'm trying to do on the down low with a few of these younger guys. Austin Jones and Daniel Irish caught my eye, and they're with
They've been doing their thing. I see them out there.
They are doing their thing, buddy.
They've been
And
fishing
what
in the
I like
code.
about them two boys is
They
how
got the passion.
inquisitive they are, man, and they're very passionate about
They do.
what they're doing, and they want to do it well.
Yep.
And so the other day, they tell me they're going to a swim, and I'm not going to tell you where it's at, but
Right.
it's a good haul away, right? It's a good drive. They get there and they send me videos of them handing their poles to other people, letting other people catch them.
Yes.
That's how you get people
hooked.
I've done that a
people I
few
want to
spots.
get behind, and there ain't
Yeah.
nobody I want to get behind. I want to be around guys like that. you know?
That's,
So-
we had a guy ask the question, how can you promote the sport, get more people into carp fishing one way or the other, and that right there, that's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
You're- And a lot of people are fishing. Jace Albert fishes those parks, so he's exposed to a lot of people. A lot of the public are walking by, and
Oh yeah.
they're very inquisitive. And every now and again, you're going to run into a Karen that's going to tell you you're not allowed to video, but
You're gonna get your line caught in the geese's legs.
just be kind and ignore it and
Yeah.
keep moving. But
Yep.
But you're gonna catch the eye of a young kid that comes by, especially somebody like Jace who's 15 years old.
He's only 15?
He's 15, bro. This
Wow.
You know,
kid. He's 15, man. And
Kenneth
I wish
Myers.
I was half that responsible at 15.
Kenneth Myers said, "Hey, take a kid fishing." That was Jim Dolan from Westside
You
Big
got a
Tackle.
sticker on your truck still.
Yeah, I still got
when
the
I
sticker.
pulled up, I seen it.
I think that's more. We need more of those type of bumper stickers on.
Yeah, 'cause I think James has graduated. I think
Yeah,
I
I'm
gotta take that kid
graduated.
fishing no more.
Yeah, so I got my big boy pants on now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love anybody that gives back, takes the time out for kids,
Oh, yeah,
has a patient sport. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's.
Yeah.
I got 4 daughters and I got a grandbaby, and kids are my world. I love kids.
Is this your first time down?
this year, yeah.
Wow, must be nice. Yeah,
You can't see it in the camera, but James is drooling.
I am. I'm drilling.
You know, me and my son were talking about that must be nice type of stuff, and we were talking about people saying, you know, how lucky I am. It's
It ain't
really
luck.
weird because the harder I work, the luckier I get.
No, more blessed
You know,
you get. Hard work
and so,
pays off.
Is that an alarm?
That's
No, it
Tommy.
was a spam caller or something.
Yeah, I got.
No.
it said OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Oh, really? But yeah, I'm sorry.
So if you guys want to spark something up, you know I'd be there to help with the.
Oh,
We'll
yeah,
definitely we'll talk
the
some more and
promotion of the sport and,
we'll figure out
you know,
something and hopefully get it
that-
off the going this summer, maybe late this spring.
yeah, there's 2 things I would like to be involved, but I'm not smart enough to head it up. I would like to get involved with the youth and promoting via the younger generation,
Yeah.
and then try to get the public educated about, you know, the differences in the carp species and what is a carp
Yes.
and what is not a carp.
Fishing.
We all
Yep.
have the age-old problem of bow fishermen, and none of us like it. But man, let's be honest. You know, if it does the same thing to him that it does to me when I catch him on a reel and it's legal, then I can't say nothing.
There's no argument really. I mean, it's just your opinion against your opinion. It's like buttholes. Everybody has one.
Well, us as carp anglers,
Yeah,
though,
that's the one thing we agree upon.
Whether it's wild water or pay lake, whatever,
That's the one thing that
we should
everybody
be
agrees
coming
upon.
together to how, you know,
And that's
have a
the-
better, you know, come together and try to vote against and show them like there's, you know, let's do away with
And
it.
that's the other thing we've talked about as a team in our chat is about going to the top to start talking to the people that can make the difference and get relationships with them people that we could talk to about making rules and regulations to maybe stop some of that.
If we did something like that, would we say talk to the DNR
That's
people
what
first?
I would
We
start
really
there.
have to probably start a petition and
Well,
have
you can
people
ask
sign
your
it.
friend Officer Adams.
Officer Adams. That was pretty cool. Wasn't
That
it?
was cool. He came
was
down.
cool.
He was very nice.
Yeah. So I had a
And like I said,
DNR
I'm sure-
guy on our last little video shoot we did. Matter of fact, where you live at, Kenny, an officer, the DNR Officer Adams came down and he net my fish for me. Then he asked me for my fishing license.
James Fame went to his head as soon as the officer walked down. He said, "Are you here just to talk to us, or you want to check our license?" he just looked at James and said, "We're here for the license."
Okay. Yeah, I know you weren't here for small talk too much.
I can't believe he asked the DNR officer that.
What?
He said, "You here to just talk, or you want our license?" DNR said, "License."
I mean,
Yeah, that's funny you should say that because I showed up on the bank with Daniel and Austin. I'm just stopping by and checking them out. Austin tried to get me. I was checking out Austin's quick cast, quick drags.
Right.
And I picked one of them up, and he's like, "Go ahead and cast it." I said, "Nah, I don't want to cast it. It's okay." He said, "No, cast the daggone thing." "No, it's okay, buddy." And about that time, here comes the man. He said, "Hey, you guys got a license?" And I turned around. If I'd have casted that thing out there, because I hadn't got my Indiana license, if I'd have casted that thing out there, he'd have got me for a ticket.
Yeah, that's a good call right there.
Lee Hearn said he has to send you some more rigs. Lee Hearn said he needs to send you some more rigs.
Yeah.
He said he addressed it to the legend,
The legend.
Kenny Mack.
Man, that's what I'm gonna start calling you, the legend.
The legend.
Man, that's the Buffy. That's Buffy Mac right there. Y'all don't know about Buffy Mac.
Buffy Mack.
Well,
that was a fish twin, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
they don't know nothing about Buffy Mac over
Buffy
there.
Mack.
That's funny, man. Y'all give me the big head, but I tell you what, there's a lot more out there that are legends.
Stop it.
I still feel like I'm a beginner a lot of times when you know, look who I have to follow. Lee Hearn,
I know.
Raphael,
Yeah.
Brandon Kim, and
Yeah.
here I am, and you're talking about a legend.
Legend.
Boy.
You're the legend, brother.
What you guys want me to make you some rigs? What's up here?
You know, okay. Here, just not too long ago, I know you're in a great place right now, but also you and, matter of fact, Tommy here, you guys went on a nice fishing trip up down Texas.
Man. Yeah, let's
Buffy
talk
Mac.
about that for a
The
minute.
Buffy.
First of all, I'm gonna let everybody in the audience know that it ain't got nothing to do with Austin Anderson. That was all me and Tommy.
I believe it. I believe it. Not so much for Tommy, but you.
Hey, man, we had fun, man. We went fish. We went fish.
Yeah.
We went fish for fish.
Yeah,
That's
Austin don't
good.
know nothing about our linebacker stance. He don't know that we hold our tongue to the left and not the right. He don't know none of those skillful tricks that me and Tommy had.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. Like,
You guys brought all the tricks out, didn't
I
you?
think the coolest thing about when the time we was there, I mean, don't get me wrong, besides, you know, Kenny hitting a 49.
49.
Them fish are incredible.
And me hitting a 46-12, you know,
Unbelievable.
besides, us catching them fish. Damn, I lost my whole little train.
Wow. Sorry, Kenny. He just pulled a James.
No, I think the other thing though is like, I think we had just got there one morning when the wildlife guys came, and all of a sudden we just started. Man, we wasn't catching. We hadn't had no runs, I don't think yet.
And then it goes.
And then,
it's all in a short
boom,
period of time.
they show up. You know what I mean? And obviously, you know, they want to see fish. You know what I mean? So, man, we hit a couple fish like back to back to back right there.
Back to back to back. That was amazing, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen fish that had that girth? Them fish are them fish are huge. And you can imagine like the 63s. Oh, I learned a whole lot when I went.
Like I didn't know there was a way that you could tell when the females go into spawn. You know what I'm saying? But when you catch the males kind of like they got these little spikes on them. That pops up all over them.
They're gritty. They feel
Yeah,
like
they feel like sandpaper. You know what I mean? He's
Gilbert
like,
Huxley taught me that.
yeah, it was like that's how you know they're going. You know they're about to go into spawn, and they was.
They
bro.
start getting real rough.
Yeah.
Yep.
We had a blast though. Man.
It is a blast. That lake is
and you know
unbelievable.
what he taught me was, you know, that them guys, and I really hope that they get that thing up and running because I'd like to do the same thing down here. But when they were talking about the inside of the buck's skull, that's how you tell how old it is.
How old
Yeah,
it is.
Because they were wanting to
the
try to
ear
do
bone.
some research to see
It
how
was-
old some of them bigger fish are down there.
Yeah, it was their
Yeah.
ear bone. They said that they have to
Sacrifice one.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do
sacrifice.
your-
They're gonna catch. They want to do a couple. They want to probably get
Just
one
to
that's
see
younger. You know what I mean?
the possibility of
Yeah,
what
and-
size
and-
fish
yeah.
is in that lake that lake is
and
producing.
see if it's taken 20, 30, 40 years for these fish to get this big, or did
20
this
years,
just happen
50
over
years, yeah.
5 years? You know what I mean? Because I want to say
Because you
that
don't
lake-
catch small ones. You don't see small ones. You don't
I
hear
think the
anything
smallest
other like-
one we caught. I want to say that Mac caught it, and it was probably like 17 pounds.
We had
maybe.
27 was our smallest one. 27, like I said, we didn't see anything smaller than that.
I feel like I'm just totally out of your guys' leagues now because all three of you guys went down to Texas. I ain't been there yet.
You gotta go.
I would not. Yeah.
Well, you hit it.
Yeah,
I mean, you're doing all right. You got a 30.
You got an Indiana 30.
Yeah,
That
I
Indiana
did,
30 is better than a
Let me tell you guys
Texas
about my
49.
medallion.
I was told my fish was below average for Texas.
Let me tell you about my medallion.
What's is it Tammy that just got onto Carp Angler? Is that
Jamie.
Jamie. Yeah.
Junior.
Yeah, you see where she posted about
Asking your PB bucks.
yeah,
how much you
PB
wanted to
bucks,
give-
and
yeah, I
then
did.
she, I thought my, and I'm sure Kenny thought the same. He thought his 49
And he sees
8 was good. She's
71.
over here with a 56, and you know what I mean. I'm like,
So one guy posted 71 on there. I think.
yeah,
71.
I think it's James King. I think was his name. I could be
Down
wrong.
Texas?
Yeah.
yeah, there's some big.
Well, Rafael, he posted his, and then his was 60-something.
64, I think. What?
Then the pro line guy, he got a big.
Hey, Paul Hunt hit some.
Paul Hunt.
hits
Paul
in
Hunt.
there.
Yeah.
Paul Hunt's
He always
another
gets
legend
big
down at Del
He's a
Hollow.
legend in a lot of places, though.
Yeah,
he goes around
now
and
you're
targets
talking
big
about
fish.
a real legend.
Yeah,
those are
he
Rick
travels.
Sneaker,
Yeah.
He
Paul
travels a
Hunt,
lot.
Those are the
Yeah,
true
Gilbert
legends.
Huxley.
You're not no Kenny Mack. I'm just dumbass old angler, buddy.
But from what I understand, didn't Paul, don't he help hold the record carp in Del Hollow?
That we know. of.
That we know of.
Who?
Paul
Who?
Hunt.
Paul Hunt.
Who?
Paul Hunt?
I'm kidding.
Who?
Yeah, the rumor is, and I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure Paul holds it, and I think it's a little over 48. But man, I'm not for sure.
I think he broke that
hearsay.
twice.
Yeah, 'cause he got a 46, like a low 46, and then after that, I heard he got another one. But I never seen pictures or anything of the other one.
And
Me neither.
that
But I know it's over 46 for sure, but I think it's over 48. Which
Yeah.
is still, it's exciting.
It is,
It's
it's very
why I
exciting.
keep pounding this thing.
There's
I'm
bigger
looking
ones in
for
there
that
for
50,
sure.
buddy.
That lake is huge. There's bigger fish. Did you guys? Well, you guys didn't drive through Texas. That's what I was telling the other guys. When we drove through Texas, it was just amazing how big some of them lakes were. We passed one lake, Lake Eufaula. It was 180,000 acres, and I was trying to compare that to Del Hollow, and I'm like, man, it's just massive, and there's so many lakes
how many
like that
acres
down in
is Del
Texas.
Hollow?
27,000.
And this lake, like I said, we kept driving. It was night, and I kept seeing it on the side of the road. And I'm like, man, it's been about 15 miles. There's a lake still on both sides. And I looked it up, and I think it was around 180,000. But there's like 75, 100, 150. Most of their reservoirs and lakes down there are 100 plus thousand acres, and they're everywhere.
Yeah,
If you
they got some great waters. It's the opposite of Indiana. That's for daggone.
Yeah, because most of the anglers I did talk to when we was down there, they like, well, why are you going there? Why are you going there? They all like, I don't ever drive more than 30 minutes to go to my favorite lake. I'm like, yeah, it must be nice.
Yeah.
Getting 30
Yeah,
minutes from
no
multiple different reservoirs
Yeah, for
with
sure.
potential big fish and all of them. That's guy couldn't ask for much more.
Lee Horn
No,
said, I
that's
can't
for
understand
sure.
a bloody word. Is that English?
Yeah,
redneck.
I don't mind visiting, but I don't want to stay. It's got its pros and cons. It's too hot down there for a fat boy.
you ain't playing. I can't do the heat like that in summer.
Yeah.
That's right. Hey,
Too much
fish
for
at
me, but I
nighttime.
do like to visit, and I do like to fish out there. And then there's another one down there, Kevin Olivier. He's a beast, man. He
is.
taught me so many of the little bitty things that I was missing out, and it also sparked me wanting to continue to hire guides and to fish with other anglers so that I'm not closed up and I stop growing. I think if you stop growing,
You can't grow with a
that's
closed
when your
mind.
success
No,
rate starts to lock up on you.
Getting stuck in your same ways, and there's so much
Yeah.
more out there. Even if
And
you
I
don't
think-
use it, it's good knowing it.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Speaking of that, you guys do a phenomenal job. Kudos to you guys for getting the people on here that you do.
Stop it. Stop
I
it.
sit and listen
Gosh.
intently to people like Lee Hearn and
Who?
Brandon Kim. He come down. What an awesome human being.
Yeah,
Just
he is.
above and beyond
Commando.
Yeah.
kindness. He's got this great big old heart. I think his heart is definitely taller than him. But
Definitely taller than Lee.
good people, man.
you know who I'm trying to get on the show, and I have talked to him. We did have a time
And
where
it would be cool.
he was going to come on it, but then he was going to some of the carp conventions. I was trying to get Steve Bridges.
I told you. Steve
Yeah.
Briggs.
Steve Briggs, sorry. That's his name wrong.
I told Tommy he was going to mess it up before he said it.
yeah. He's,
Yeah, but hey,
he's
tag
developed
him, man. Tell him y'all, hey, let tag him in the comments, y'all.
But yeah, I'll try to get Steve Bridges.
Yeah, I remember his video when he had the
Del Hollow. Yeah.
he had to drive from one end of Del Hollow to the other just to get a houseboat.
That's a drive.
Man,
Yeah.
he was dedicated. You know, so.
And well, look where he came from. Look how far he came to fish.
Actually, before he went to Del Hollow, me and Jimmy Sneed, we went to a Chicago an Illinois tournament, the CCC tournament at the time when he came. We actually got our picture taken with him over at the.
That's hanging by James's bed next to his medallion.
Yeah.
Next, that's,
Right there
no,
by the
James
medallion.
hangs the medallion on the, on the picture.
I don't want to brag, but yeah, it's a true story.
Yeah, no, he is a legend. I love watching his shows.
He's awesome, man.
It's got a picture of Tia, but the face is cut out.
Right.
James has got his face on
Yeah,
there.
he's wearing for some odd reason, he's wearing a bikini, but I'm not going to say anything. You know?
Better float your boat.
Yes, but no, Steve, wow. That's, man,
Awesome individual.
Awesome.
Speaks well. He certainly speaks better than my dumb butt.
Yeah.
Now,
But yeah, I like Steve. I like to listen to all those. You know, sometimes you get, too much clouded up in your head, but you use something for long enough, man, you should sneak out and try something else. That's at least talking about those rigs that he's been.
I've seen them.
Oh, they're not awesome.
They look very interesting. They look very aggressive. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
they do.
Yeah, they're very.
They look very simple,
aggressive.
though.
They don't. They're not going to work so much for me because I have all this shell around me and hard bottom. But when you get into the weeds and the muck,
Yep.
that's where they shine.
And you can also play with the length
them out.
of how long they are, almost fishing like a little zig if you wanted.
And then the way they swivel, man, there's no problem with that thing spinning around.
Yeah, no, I've seen them. They look pretty good. They look real good, actually.
No, they do.
I'd fish one.
I'd like to have some
And I think that's what Cherry and I are down to now. If we want to raise our catch count, it's literally down to, the little bitty things, man. The way your rig is.
Yep.
Mechanics. Are you popping up, 2
mechanics.
inches? Are you popping up 6 inches? Are you laying down?
Yeah. It's
just those little bitty subtle differences.
Are you fishing slack line? Are you fishing tight line? I mean, there's so many variables that can make a difference in a fish. I've been watching a lot of underwater videos lately, and them been intriguing me. Like I said, I've had 2 weeks to lay down and watch videos, and it's amazing how these carp feed and how much they'll touch your bait. You won't even know it. Even if you got the best bite
they done suck on it 7-8 times.
They'll pick it up. They'll play with it like a speed bag. I mean, turtles will, and your arm won't even budge.
Yeah.
You won't know it. You won't see anything. But it's pretty cool watching and learning how they feed.
Yeah, that right there though is why Cherry has adjusted his rig. I'm very tell on him, but he added a split shot or a little bit of tungsten weight.
Yep.
That's what I like to do. Just a couple of split shots.
Hooks. So, and what he's talking about is that when they suck that thing in and go to blow it out, he wants that weight close enough to his hook so it can sink faster into his mouth.
Yeah.
And so there's a little tip for anybody out there that's listening.
Good call.
Chase Alford, if you're out there listening, put you a little bit of weight below your eyelet on your hook so that when they blow it back out, it will go immediately into their bottom lip.
Yeah.
Or faster than it otherwise would have. Let's say it like that.
That's why I think rig mechanics is so important. Just having confidence that your rig's going to function and do what you want it to do. And that way, while you're sitting there and you're smoking your cigar, drinking your beer, you know your rig's doing its job and it ain't laying on top of itself. It ain't tangled up. And you got confidence that it's still presenting itself.
Right now? How do you guys know I'm smoking a cigar, drinking a beer?
Oh, we know how Kenny is.
I know how you roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you, if I had my way, I'd smoke a cigar down here right now. But I don't want Amy. I don't want Amy to get after me.
You don't want to feel the wrath.
Lee Horn said it's all about making the hook point heavy.
Yep. Getting it to turn down when it's supposed to. Get it in that lip.
Yeah. Yes, making the hook point heavy so that thing can fall just as quickly as possible. Usually
if you're catching and you can pay attention to where the hook's at and like how it's hooking the fish, you can usually make adjustments. Like I said, last little video shoot we did, I was doing a blowback rig, but my tubing fell off and I was being lazy. First run I got without the tubing, popped off. So I was like, hey, let me get this tighter to the hook and get it to where as soon as they suck that bait up, that tips right there, and for the next fish, I didn't miss the fish after that till the end. And that was just because I I didn't get to it in time. My alarm battery died, and it sat there and ran me into whatever it ran me into.
Yeah.
Is that the last video shoot we did?
Yeah, the one we did down through.
Yeah,
Who's your first guest coming down?
Yeah, I'm probably going to leave that to them.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
There's some names coming through, bro, and I don't know if they're wanting it released or not. So
Yeah.
I can tell you this: Rafael's coming down, but not with me. Mike Martini and them guys will be here same
Nice.
time I'm down there. They didn't book me, but they'll be here around that time. Mike don't care if everybody knows he's coming.
Yeah. I'm trying to get down there myself.
Mike Martini's a great angler.
Oh, he is.
Great
Yeah.
guy, man.
He's a very great guy.
Yeah.
Like I said, I love fishing with him, and we go back and forth. I love learning stuff from him. He learns stuff from me, and we just have fun on the bank.
Yeah, he's been doing it a long time too.
He has been doing a long time. He's just got
he's
the
done it
wild
all.
water.
Yeah.
He's got the wild water bug for sure now.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's
done.
deep
That's
into
what I'm
the
saying.
wild
He's
water.
done both. You know,
I know,
he grew up
yeah,
in the Pay
that's-
Lake scene.
That's how I heard of him, is when he used to fish the Pay Lakes back in the day.
Yeah.
But I think at one point every angler from Indiana started at a Pay Lake somewhere.
I feel like that.
Whether they
Yeah.
agree with it or do it, there's some
Yeah.
of the
They
newer
went with their
generation.
dad or somebody. That's all what it was.
Anybody I'd say over 30 has probably started at Pay Lake. Some of the newer generations, they may not have started at Pay
Yeah.
Lake, but most of the old anglers that
Good
come from
brother.
Indiana they all started at Pay Lakes.
Pay Lake. Pay Lake
Everybody I
has
know
grown
of
so
that's
much.
from here that's older has.
That's probably a pretty good assessment, Ricky. It probably is. And as a matter of fact, while we're on the subject, me and you need to have a decent session together. We haven't done that in all this time.
Yeah.
Ricky's the one brought me to you guys. I don't know if you guys have realized that.
No, I remember.
No, yeah, like I said, just being Facebook, my kids always mess with me, like, Dad, you talk to everybody. I'm like, I don't have a lot of friends, but I talk to a lot of people. And the people that I do talk to and that are right, like I said, my dad always taught me that when you're with good people, it all works out. And ever since I've been talking to Kenny, it's all worked out. Like I said, never had a bad deal, never had a bad thing. Like I said, he's the man. He always comes through.
Oh.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, brother.
That's facts, right
Likewise,
there.
like I
That is
said, you guys do a great job, man. I'm very proud of what you guys are doing. And
ever since that day I met you, and you told us what you liked about what we was doing, you supported us ever since. Like I said, anytime we need anything or
Shout out to you,
call, or
brother.
sometimes we ain't even got to ask you, and you're stepping up
He's
to the
been
plate
involved
to
in
do
our
it.
chili meats, for the last
Making
couple
this
years, making the chili, man.
And he asked for zero recognition
Yeah.
when he does it. We try our best to give it to him
anyways.
Yeah, just down a little.
I still got your chili. I got your chili pots. Kenny.
Oh yeah, I kind of left out there kind of quick, man. I just had so much going
you're
on, and it hit couldn't have hit at a worse time.
I still got to clean them. They're back with truck beds still.
Oh man, there you go.
Bro,
Because they're safe.
Is that what you was making your pack bait in for
No.
the river?
No, it's not. I just put them in the trash
put
bags.
them in the round pile, bro. We don't need that pot.
Hey, Brandon, he wants to know about your legendary rubber ducky boss.
The rubber ducky.
Okay, so Brandon is an excellent friend because he never lets Bentley Boyne go unnoticed.
Is that his name?
Bentley Boyne from time to time.
Bentley Boyne.
And Brandon's real good at reminding me. I've got a tournament coming up that I'm going to make daggone sure Bentley Boyne makes it. It's called the Lady Ginger, and it's in East Hampton. And those guys are running a tournament for charity.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And it's a
yeah.
beer money tournament, man.
Yeah,
A guy by the name of Murph Max. He's on Facebook a lot.
Yes.
Wonderful human being.
He fishes with Carp Max,
and-
don't he?
Yes, he's with Carp
Okay.
Max Bait. That's correct.
Okay.
And they are hosting a
again.
tournament down there, and it's for the veterans.
Yeah, it's a good cause. Great cause.
And the local dog shelters. Murph's a big dog lover, and I heard Brandon was going. I was like, you know what, man? Let me get my butt down there and check these out. So I want to, meet some more people, shake some hands, kiss some babies,
Yeah.
catch some fish, and and they just. I know it's going to be ran well, and if I had to guess, this thing is going to explode. They practice promoting carp fishing, fish care, and
Nice.
family time, man. And guess what? That's what
That's
we
the
all
best.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can do both. That's the best.
Last year they had 9 first timers that never caught a fish before, and they caught it at this tournament. So
Wow.
he's really going after the sport,
the new
itself,
generation.
you know.
I like that.
And he's a great guy, man. You just listen to him, like, you know, I don't know if he wouldn't wear me out in a 10-minute conversation because he's an excitable dude, and I'm more of a laid-back guy. But yeah, he's a bunch, man. I
Where
can't
would
wait
you
to
find the
get him.
information for this at? So everybody watching can check into it and sign up or contribute, whatever the case may need to be.
It's at East Hampton Rod and Gun Club
Okay.
is where it's at. You
And is
just look
there-
that up, and
So they got a Facebook
May-
page?
it's May 24th, starting at 4. Don't quote me, 4:30 to May 27th at noon. I'll be down there on Thursday, the 23rd, to get there a little bit early. And I've got a good friend there, Mark Lavalley. He's a great guy himself, and I'm going to be fishing with him, Fred Powers,
Yeah.
and his dad. So I'm not fishing with Fred, but I'll be able to shake his hand.
Nice, nice.
And Fred's a beast.
He is. He's
Somebody
doing
else.
I actually
his
thought
thing.
about,
I got some
uh,
of his pop-ups. I catch pretty frequently on his.
I have
pop-ups.
thought about getting a hold of Fred.
Get him on here.
Yeah, get on the show.
He's up and coming. He's doing his thing. He's out fishing. I think every
Yeah.
day. He's got the bug. He's got the passion like
Yeah.
no other. And he's
There's
putting
a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of carp anglers.
He's putting some beautiful
is,
fish on the bank.
definitely catching my eye a lot, and you know the stuff they're producing, like you said, the passion. And,
Some of these fish I've been seeing,
Yeah.
it's what keeps you motivated
Yeah.
to want to keep getting back out there and
Yeah.
go hard and go hard.
Yeah, it is, man. And this thing, like I said, it's just a beer money
makes us keep
tournament
going.
with the goal of raising money for their local dog shelter and their local veterans. And
Just
I
all
think the
around
camaraderie and the social aspect of it is really what we got to promote. And carp fishing has just come right along with it, you know.
Yeah, that's what I like about Brandon. He travels around. He keeps us all posted on all the stuff that's in the different states. And I know, shouts out to him because he spends a lot of time doing that. I know it ain't easy. I know it don't record itself, and I know them vehicles don't pack and unload and and all that. But he definitely does a good job of hitting all them
Let me
events.
tell you something. Let me
I've seen
tell you
him from
something about
Texas
Carp
to
Commando, bro.
Well, tell us
You
about
know, a lot of it, I've met a ton of these YouTubers and a ton of these guys that are out there, and you know, you meet them and they're nothing like that they are on their YouTube. You know, Brandon Kim is exactly what you see, is exactly what you get.
Yeah, he came to one of our little White River tournaments. He
Just,
supported our tournament.
You know, he loves the Lord. You know, I love Jesus, buddy, and you know, he prays for every meal, same as me. And I'm not really a Bible thumper. I wish I was better at it, but I do pay my respects to the Most High. You know, and
Amen.
he'll go off into the woods by himself, man, and he said, "Man, I just need a little hour of prayer time." And he's the real deal, man. A real
Wow.
deal. I really love him like a brother, man.
Nice, nice. I like that.
Kenny, Raphael said, Kenny the legend.
The legend.
He said, "What's crack-lacking, my people?"
Let's go. Kenny, the legend. You heard that.
Yeah.
You heard that, Kenny, right?
Nick
So what
Swayze
is it?
said, "Love
The
the
legend.
sport."
You're the legend.
Yeah, I don't know about all that crap.
Kenny Legend Mac. Wow.
But yeah, I see what Raphael's saying now. The one thing he did say that's true, Brandon is the nicest guy ever. He truly is, man.
Yeah, like I said, he does a lot. I like what he's doing. Always excited to see what his next move is.
The guy I can't get along with at all is Lee Hearn.
Yeah. Yeah, he rubbed me kind of wrong.
He seems to be a little feisty.
He rubbed James
Yeah.
the wrong way because James wanted him to rub him the wrong way.
Well, you know.
I was like, what kind of
Don't
world
be,
are we
hey, can
talking
you see
about?
them two sharing James's medallion?
Man. Yeah, you know, you had me at the French maid outfit. Once he started talking about that French maid outfit, like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
But yeah, back to Austin Anderson, man. I don't think we give him enough credit either, man. He really
Yeah.
put me and Tommy on the fish. We
That's,
really enjoyed our time down there. Now, it's different, fellas, man.
Yeah.
It's different than
Yeah.
what we're used to. And I went with Kevin before I went with Austin, so I was privy to it. I couldn't even cast the he casted everything he did. I mean, absolutely damn everything for a fella. And as a carp man,
Yeah.
you work your butt off.
Yeah.
It may not seem like it because you're chasing this dream of yours to catch the biggest fish in the world, but you are working your butt off. And so it was kind of tough to sit there and not do nothing.
Yeah.
It was tough.
It was a real it made you really feel like you're on vacation for sure, 100%.
Yes, 100%. Me and Tommy, we pecked at him and pecked at him and pecked at him until finally he's like, guys, I'm good. This is what I do.
Yeah,
Sit down and shut up.
Hey, I looked at Kenny. I'm like, are we supposed to help him? Or what? You know what I mean? I was like, you want us to grab anything, and he just pulled up with a whole trailer full of shit.
Yeah, he has that trailer loaded down.
And he don't just have one or two of everything.
He has
three or four of everything.
Five.
Yeah,
he has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars in equipment. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Wow.
He set up 3 bibbies right in front of our eyes in less than 40 minutes.
Yeah. And not
just
only
boom,
that,
boom,
but
boom.
and had rod out.
So how do you like that, Kenny? When
I don't.
yeah,
I don't.
because every angler is different.
But I tell you, Tommy made a great point, man. If we do this but once or twice a year,
Right.
man, it's okay.
Yeah.
Sit down and relax.
Yeah.
And let him showcase, because there's a pride thing involved.
Yeah.
There's no way Austin's doing this for money.
No,
Even though
he's
he might be
passionate
one of
about
the few
everything
that's
he
actually
does.
successful at it, but
Man, he's very smart.
It's
He's very
showcase,
smart.
man. It's to
Yeah.
showcase your skill set, and so
He knows his shit.
it's kind of more respectful to just let him do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard Rafael mention that he felt awkward. You're not going to be a successful businessman like Rafael without working your butt off. You're not going to do it. So sitting there for him, I guarantee it was tough.
Driving him nuts. Some people can't sit still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm sure Raphael's wife was probably like, babe, you're not gonna help me.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah. If I invite you guys down to my houseboat and to a section with me, you better get your butt to work. That's your own damn rod, stand in the car waiting on you.
Hey, Raphael just made a good point. He said, I'm starting to wonder what's inside Austin's energy drinks really. LOL, man is like an Energizer bunny. And he is not lying.
He ain't.
From the
He's
time,
so
listen, I'm
good.
telling you, from the time that we got there until the time that we left, he had more energy than me and Kenny put together.
Oh, I promise. Man.
You know what I mean?
Never
But
stops.
he's so used to doing
He
everything
also-
the same way,
He
same
also
size.
has the youth on his side. So.
Oh no, he definitely does. But man, book with him.
Yeah, definitely.
If you want to go down there, it'd be a perfect thing. Excuse me. It'd be a perfect thing for somebody to take like them and their wife down there. That way,
God,
she
yes.
that way
Oh,
she
God,
can just
yes.
sit there and you can wear her ass out on one fish and then you'll get the rest.
Yeah, they were here around the one.
Yeah, I bet 200 yards out. You know what I mean?
When you go book with Austin Anderson, make sure you put the code in TFF00, and you get 0% off from Team Fish Fighters.
0%.
That or they might charge you double.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah, he might charge you double, especially if you say James sent you.
Yeah. So.
But nah, for real, man. Austin, he does run a good service.
Well, he's an incredibly kind man.
Oh, yeah.
I left my daggone hay dudes down there. I left my Beats, and I left a pair of Adidas pants, and he shipped them back to me, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, nice.
Just a kind man.
So
And he does other stuff too, though.
Yeah, he does bass trips. He does all kinds of different trips.
I did that.
whatever you want.
He's no joke, and that stuff too. He does well in those areas also.
So I did. Tommy was doing a video down there, and of course, when Tommy came back from the trip and all that stuff, and I cut and edit. Did you enjoy the video?
I thought it was awesome, man.
Yeah.
I tell you, but Tommy wasn't down there video, and Tommy was down there looking for food.
He's right.
We met some, hey, we had fun. We met some pretty good people that that looked out for us as soon as we got there. You know what I mean?
Right.
They was some cat fishermen.
Yeah. We met some real nice people. We went to Himmelong, and that's where we stayed.
Yeah.
And we were
It's
supposed to
beautiful
fish
there.
there at night, but heck, man, we needed a good night's sleep after all the tanks we were bringing in during the day. We didn't even want to fish at night.
Yeah. We had a couple rods out, but they just you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just wasn't in
Yeah,
they
but yeah,
wasn't in the area.
please, if you have any inclination of learning anything about carp fishing, book Austin Anderson, and you will not regret it.
So now that you're at
But
Del
I
Hollow,
want to give a shout out to Kevin Olivier as well. Kevin's an incredibly knowledgeable angler, and book him as well. You'll get the same treatment.
Down in Texas?
These guys know what they're doing, man. They are the real deal.
Okay. Yeah.
so
Not like Kenny Mack. These guys are the real freaking anglers.
what's going to be your approach in the morning when you wake up to get you one of them big 47-pound fully scaled mirrors?
Well, the first thing I got to do is make sure Kerry doesn't see the bait that I'm putting on.
I was going to say, first thing is you might reel his poles in.
I've already cut his lines.
There you go.
That's James's tactics.
It works. It really does.
It is pretty effective.
It does slow them down for sure.
It does.
These scissors fits perfectly in the back pocket.
You got a certain depth or certain rigs you're going to be shooting for? Or
Good question, brother. Yes, I do. I like to chum, and that's probably what I've gotten best at fishing down here is my chumming strategies and
That's art for sure.
techniques, man.
that's an art in
I
itself.
like to get into a cold, and I'm going to say this right here, and I'm telling everybody.
Oh, don't do it. I already know what you're gonna say.
Yes, you do. You do know what I'm going
Alright.
to say, and I'm trying to tell everybody because it is what it is. But everybody comes down here and they rent a houseboat or they rent a pontoon boat and jump in that son of a gun and they take off out of the marina and they're leaving the fish right behind them. The fish down here in Del Hollow are in the marinas. The record is going to come from a marina.
I have seen some big fish caught from some pull-up spots where you can fish a marina in like little short day sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody's
And
always
so,
running away from them.
they're throwing food out off these houseboats, so you get
All
some of
day.
these bigger
That's kind of
marinas, man.
like when I fish the canal, any cross bridge or crosswalk or anything where there's public or docks or anything, usually always do good. They always hold fish because, like you said, there's so much food and stuff getting thrown in that they'll eat about anything on the bottom. If hungry enough.
And Jerry and I have proved it through the last 4 to 5 years, man. This cove that we fish a lot, man, it produced, I don't know, 25, 30 pounders, 140, and just countless 25. So we got no reason to go out there into the bush. Now I have spots out there. Everybody wants to fish tote and sea well and all that. And the fish are there, but they're everywhere.
We got a big announcement.
We'll let James make it.
Yeah, we'll let James make this little announcement.
He don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, you don't know what's going on.
You ain't reading the comments?
Go ahead and read the comments. Read Raphael's comment.
All right.
Hey, you guys share this video real quick, man, so we can get some more people on here watching this because you guys are definitely going to want to hear this.
Yeah.
All right, from Raphael, the man himself. Hey, do you guys want to do a raffle tonight? $100 gift certificate for carpanglers.com.
How you want us to do it?
That's what I'm talking about. You build it and they come. Thank you, Raphael. That's very awesome. Awesome.
Let's see how he wants us to do it.
Yep.
I say,
He said do it.
do
said
it.
do it.
Do the 1 through 5.
It's a $100 gift card. We ain't about to make it easy.
So you're gonna have these numbers flying.
I mean,
$100 gift card from carpanglers.com, dude.
Can't beat that.
Can't beat that.
I think I'm about to get on here and play too.
I was like, I guess don't show me the number. I want to guess too.
I want to chance at $100 gift card. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Let's see here, man. We're gonna let Rickey pick it this week.
Remember, we can't show James.
Look, we didn't get a chance to put it up, but we
got it, Raphael. We got it.
yeah,
Here, go ahead.
we do got it.
It's correct. We'll hold it exactly like this
Yeah,
the
we'll
entire
hold it
time.
just like this. You know what I mean?
Just exactly like this.
We'll have this up next week, man.
We just have to put it up.
Yeah, just set it right there for right
There you
now.
go. That's it.
We appreciate you sending that to us, man. We appreciate you, doing the gift card, man. That's very kind of you.
Yeah,
We
thank you.
appreciate you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
It's people like them that makes us want to keep doing what we do too. You know what I mean?
So let's do it.
Let's go. Pick a number right here. Write your number
Go
down.
ahead.
I'd say between 0 and 2,000.
Go ahead. You put the number down.
0 and 2,000.
0 to 2,000.
You guys share this for us, man. And hey, put in there a free $100 gift card.
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
No, you can't see.
No, you can't see, James.
You had a secret.
It's locked in.
You had a
Hey,
secret agent in last time.
you just keep these people entertained. You just give them a dance or
Let's
something.
see.
So, how you guys doing? It's time for the entertainment time. All right. Numbers are flying. $100 gift card.
$100 gift card.
Carpangler.com.
Carpangler.com.
I'm Raphael, the man himself. Thank you, brother. That's awesome of you. These numbers are flying right now. Dog.
Don't be trying to text. Don't be trying to
Yeah,
text
we gotta
Tia and
monitor
shit.
his phone
Yeah,
usage.
man.
We got to monitor his phone usage now.
Wow.
Between 0 and 2,000.
Zero.
Courteous of Raphael from Carpangler.com, man.
All right.
Man, I can get a bunch of stuff I need
Yeah.
right now with that $100
Get
gift
some of them
card.
Kenny?
leads
Oh,
you had.
Yeah,
Hey.
new LEDs.
I forgot all about Kenny.
Huh?
I forgot all about Kenny.
Yeah,
He's
you
in
know,
Oh, Kenny, he's still here.
He's probably tying rigs or something right now.
So what?
Legend my ass.
He's enjoying life. What he's doing.
So what flavor are you using today? What's the special flavor?
Man, I'm actually branching out, and right now
No, you can do multiple numbers. You guys can pick multiple
Yeah.
numbers.
I'm doing the maple syrup on my cattle cubes and soaking them down in there real good, and I'm gonna use that as the attractor. And then
Okay,
I
gotcha.
just got a smorgasbord of other stuff.
Yeah.
I get most of my bait from Lorenzo, who's just a wonderful human being. at
I
Carp
love
Talk
his
USA.
baits. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
using his baits. Everything I
He
got
takes
from
real
him
good
is
care
good.
of me. He's a good guy, man. He's about as kind as a man could be. So I
Nice.
stay in his lane, you know. But I buy all of his flavors. I just bought some from Raphael as well, some of them solubles. I'm going to try them
Them
strawberry
solubles. Did you guys use any in Texas?
I'm sorry?
Did you guys use any of them solubles in Texas?
Well, I did. We used them in Texas, but Tommy and I grabbed pockets full while Austin was.
Yeah, well, we took away.
That's what we told him. You can't leave that bag unattended. We're sneaking some out.
Yeah, that's not true. But yeah, I took from Austin what he had and ordered me some. So we'll see what they do, you know. But I got that bait boat now, fellas, and
Heck yeah.
tonight's my first night trying it, and it got a little late on me, but I do have a bone to pick with Raphael.
Go for it.
He's on here.
Oh yeah, listen to this, pal. I bought that daggone bait boat, man.
Yeah.
And it was the first one to come out, and I don't know the numbers, but it was the pro version with the fish finder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I am happier than a dog with two things, you know.
Yeah.
And 1 week later, he comes out with a bait boat that was 15 pounds.
He had to make some room for the new inventory.
And so guess what? I had to get that one too, man. So I'm kind of waiting on that one.
So you're gonna be racing them? See who can get their bait out fastest?
Hey,
Yeah. Well, I tell you, it's getting my bait out fast is not my problem because I use the pontoon.
Okay.
I want to do it in a more concentrated area. That's
Right.
one of the things that I changed about my chum. You know, in the beginning, so I like to do like a 3 to 4 week campaign.
Okay.
And week one, I will blanket the area that I'm going to fish, and it's chummed. Everything's chummed, every little spot.
Yeah.
And then the following week, I'll do half that much, and I'll start to break it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third week, it'll just be blotchy. You know, what I'm trying to do is literally train them to go from one spot to the other. Hunt for your food. I gave it to you the first week. You can eat all that stuff up, but it gets more and more hard to find.
Right.
And then when I come here to fish on that very last session, I don't chum anything. I just take a bait boat, put it right over top my trap, and leave it till the cows come home like a British guy.
That's what I like about the bait boats. You can drop just a little bit right over top of your rig right there, and that just right there. That's the confidence booster in itself. Just knowing that you have a little bit of freebies over top of your rig.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I want to enhance it, I have the waypoint saved, so
Go right back to the same spot.
I don't have to put my rig in, man.
Right.
I'll just put another fresh. And I chop up a lot of my boilies. So I'll have a mixture of chopped up boilies. I'll have a mixture of full boilies, and I use them from 3-6 mil all the way up to 24 mil in that practice. So
Nice.
So what's your belief on big fish, big bait?
I think it's location more than it's
Location,
big
gotcha.
bait.
Yeah.
It's small bait. I think
Location
it's
and
location.
presentation, because we definitely look at the big buffs that we was down there hitting, and they're just like common too. You know what I mean? But we was hitting them on smaller baits.
Real quick, guys, for people just tuned in, carpangler.com.
Somebody's kind
Raphael,
of close.
Yeah.
Raphael
That's the
just
first one I seen.
posted.
Yeah, I seen
for
one
us
that was kind of close.
that he said he's giving out a $100 gift certificate to carpangler.com for the person that comes to the
Whoever-
correct number
That
0
Rickey
through 2000.
Yep, 0 to 2000.
So,
And you have to share this live too. You got to share this live and have the winning number.
oh, dang.
Yep.
Rules just,
And you have to like. You got to do. We should make it all three. You got to like. You got to share. And you got to have the right
From the
number.
truck.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
But you know, it's gonna be yeah. Drop social security number too.
yeah.
But you guys ain't even. You guys, we've only seen one person that was close to the number.
Mhm.
So y'all better start dropping them numbers, man. That's
This is a $100 gift card.
Gift card to carpangler.com.
Thanks again,
Courteous of
Raphael.
Raphael. Look, did you text Tia?
That's what
I didn't, I didn't touch
He's
anything.
been blinking funny over
Yeah,
here.
I
And I
know.
think it's some type of code.
So,
Amy!
Someone get this 100.
oh,
Tia's on there. She's out. She's doing more than the guys on here.
that's all right, baby. You go, girl.
Get
girl.
it, yeah.
Get it, girl. Get it. Get it. So, do you use PVA bags?
I do a lot of PVA bags prior
Okay.
to the bait boat. I imagine I'll get away from it quite a bit now, but I'm a big PVA guy. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Especially after seeing, like we got to see firsthand on, the bait boat and what
So,
it's, what it's capable of. Oh,
what-
Black Betty.
What's what size boilies are you using? Are you using
All of them.
all sizes? Gotcha.
Yeah, all of them, man.
Yeah.
I don't hook bait with less than a 16, but I chum with 3 mil pellets. And,
Do you?
I really like that banana.
Yeah. I love the
that,
banana.
Lorenzo has. That's my favorite bait. Is his banana.
Do you
Numbers.
do you break a lot of your
Same thing.
boilies in halves and all that kind of stuff? Break them up, or you?
I do.
I think Chase Alford was
when
the
I get a
closest
order
still.
from Lorenzo, first thing I do is give me a couple of 5-gallon buckets of chopped
He went
up.
the opposite way
Yeah.
now.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was close at one point.
Yeah.
Austin taught me to have 3
I
or
think he
4
was within 10 at one point.
buckets down here.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Tia was pretty close. I think he's over here winking, making corrections.
So okay. So PVA bags and all that kind of stuff. Do you are you using pack baits?
I do use pack bait, and I'll continue to use pack bait even with the bait boat.
Okay.
I get to use a bigger ball. I also put some pack around my hook now, which I couldn't do before because you try to cast it out like that and it
Yeah, fly off.
Now,
Flips over and tangles up all on you, but
That's funny. Me
Yeah,
and
I
Dewan,
I
when we
like
used
to
to,
put that pack right around my hook bait.
when me and Dewan used to fish together, and we started fishing with actual pack bait and method feeders and stuff. He, one of us one day was catching more fish than the other. I don't know who it was, but the other person I look over, I think it was him. He had it on his thing, and I was like, "What's that? The desperation reel?" And we've always kind of joked around about it, like when the fish ain't biting or we're searching for a bite, we'll pack both on there. But I think he's started doing it more now than when he fishes.
so I see Rickey and Dewan, they do this a lot too, and I'm not mistaken, I think you might do it too, where you use the pack ball and you break it open.
I can't ever do that. Dewan does that.
Oh,
I
does?
always, yeah, it always.
And you guys
falls
put the
back apart.
liquid, some kind of
He does.
liquid inside of it, or
Uh,
flavor.
Yeah, I do.
That's
I
Gilbert.
just
That's
started doing that,
Gilbert's
actually.
signature move.
Is that-
Yeah, that's where Dewan got it from, I believe.
Okay, is it?
It's
Okay.
Gilbert Huxley. He'll make a ball and he'll crack it right in half, and
Squirt
then
it.
he'll squirt some stuff in there and put his sinker in the middle of both.
You know what I
of them.
watch Gilbert do a lot of times too? He takes those World Classic Bait jumbo corns, and he always takes, because he's always got this one large fingernail on his thumb, and he cuts it right there at the nicker off the corn, and for some odd reason he said he don't know why it does, but he feels like it attracts the carp. You know?
Probably breaks it open, let more leach out.
Yeah,
Opens it
maybe,
up.
I don't know, but it seems to work.
Yeah, if Gilbert does it, it probably works.
Yeah.
For you guys that's just now tuning
There's
in,
another 211.
Yeah, he's definitely. I love fishing with Gilbert.
for you guys that's just now tuned in to see a couple more people just jumped on. $100 gift card if you pick the right number between 0 and 2,000. $100 gift card from carpangler.com. You have to like, share this video,
Yeah.
and have the right number to win.
It's $100. Wow.
Carpangler.com,
I
courteous
think you
of
made it pretty
Raphael.
hard this time. 'Cause
Yeah, well, it's
we've had one guy within 10
yeah,
10 numbers of it. Ever since then, everything's been pretty far off.
yeah. And hey, we're not. I ain't giving. We really gonna give no hints because it's $100 gift card.
$100.
We're
Good
gonna
luck.
make y'all work for it, man.
Good luck.
And the guy that came close, it's buried in the comments. You
Yeah.
won't know which one it
Yeah,
is.
it's
One
way-
through 0 to 2,000. So, but
$100 gift card, carpangler.com. You can get a lot of stuff,
you can, you really can.
especially $100. Man,
So what time?
Kyle, you just tuned in. You better pick a number
Yeah.
between 0 and 2,000.
So what time do you wake up, Kenny, in the mornings?
So when his alarm goes off.
As soon as the alarm goes off. I don't know why. I feel like that was a dumb question now. It's like,
Sometimes James just talks to hear himself.
yeah, I do. It's like,
Yeah, I tell you, honestly, Carrie and I try to keep a regular schedule, man. We go
Yeah.
to sleep around 10,
yeah.
11 o'clock. We know our alarms are going to wake us up, so we stay pretty regular with our sleep. We call it the fire alarm. And
Yeah.
we know we're going to get a fire alarm just about every night. That's the goal, to get at least one run each night. And if we can get to that spot, then we're happy. And it's usually between 2 and 4 in the morning.
That's when the big
And,
fish roll in, I think.
We'll
That's
get
my
up
favorite time.
and catch a pig and put him in a keep sack and go back to sleep.
Well, heck yeah, man. Nice.
So whoever wins, whenever somebody hits it, Raphael has texted James a code that you guys will receive to get your gift card.
Okay. Nice.
So keep going, burn
Keep
it
going,
up.
burn it up.
So there's been a couple people that's been
Get it
close.
to you. Get it.
I think she was within 300 at one
Yeah,
time.
she was. She was pretty close.
Go, girl.
Anybody else got any questions for Kenny? Or everybody just wants $100?
They're
Oh,
trying
they
to
just
get
want
$100 right now.
They're
I'm
like,
sure they
who's
do
Kenny?
got. I'm sure they do got some
Kenny's
questions for you.
But oh my gosh. So around when you get to the houseboat, do you got like a load up a lot of stuff? But meanwhile, all your stuff is already on the houseboat, isn't it?
Yeah, we got the fastest setup time in the
Oh, man, I imagine.
in the country, bro.
Yeah, and you got the
Once we get here, it probably takes us about 15 or 20 minutes to have all of our rods out.
Right. Wow. Nice. That also. Do you on your boat? Do you are you running off your generator, or do you got like solar panels or anything?
Great question, James. Great question. Well, I do a couple things, bro. I do have a buddy. You might know him. His name is Rickey, Massey.
I heard he's a dick.
It can be.
And he's an electrician.
Really?
So he set it up. He come down and set it up for us that we have both
He's close.
DC and AC power. So when I'm on the dock, I plug into their electric, and then I'm on AC. But then when I'm out into the bush, I've got about a week, maybe a week and a half of DC power that I can use up.
He has 2 deep cell batteries up under the front hull that does like his CPAP if he needs it at night, phone chargers.
Yeah.
It'll do all that
I need
stuff,
my
and then
CPAP,
when he gets back to the dock and he can actually plug in, everything actually
Chargers
works.
it.
Yeah. And then like when they cook and stuff, he fires up a generator. He has a plug to go to his generator too if he wants to feed the houseboat. On the bank, he can plug a generator into it, and he uses air fryer or whatever he wants inside there.
Sweet. That's
Yeah,
good.
he made me one power cord, so I fire the generator up and plug it in, and the whole boat has AC power.
Wow.
Just a matter of how long you want to put gas in the generator. Yes,
But
definitely. It's a whole nother version of fishing, that's for sure.
Hey, you know what? We got one small step for mankind right now. As I'm sitting here looking at all these comments, and you know what I'm seeing out of all these people?
What do you see?
I'm seeing wild water guys and pay lakers.
They're
All coming together.
with that $100. Money
Yeah.
talks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with Tommy and Rickey on the pay lake deal. If you're over 30, you probably started at a pay lake. I know I did. I know Tommy did.
I do, for sure.
And some of the greats have. The great Rick Slinker. He started out at
Gilbert
pay lake.
Huxley too.
Some of the most diehard wild guys there is here in Indiana started down the Pay Lakes.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was just one of those things when I was 11, 12, and Dad said we was going fishing. I didn't care where we went. I was just
As long as
happy.
we was fishing,
We was
man.
going
Fishing
fishing.
together.
Yeah, and that's why I said if that's where he took us, that even better. That hey, there's big fish. As a kid, you just want to catch fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my thing. I just wanted to get out, and I didn't have no great male figure in my life, so my uncles did it, and that's what they did was pay lakes. So
He's close.
I could not wait to
honestly
get
just
there. It
had
didn't
fun
matter if I
talking.
caught fish or not.
Free gambling.
But that's what started the whole thing, and then I ran into Kerry Wright, and the rest is history.
I think Raphael's got a little show going on.
Yeah, he does. I want to say it's on a Thursday.
It's tomorrow, isn't it?
I think it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's having a debate on the.
Yeah,
On the wild water
versus
and pay
wild
lake.
water.
And that's the first start, just getting people to talk without being
Just talk.
angry.
Yeah. Let's
Talk.
just talk.
I told him
Hear
any way I can help. I
Motion
would.
detected at your front door.
Uh-oh.
Kids is home.
You guys ain't even close. You guys better step your game up. I know them fingers is getting sore.
He's close. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
closer than everybody
I
else.
experienced USA Carp Guide firsthand, top notch. Kyle Price.
Hey,
Thanks, Kyle. I appreciate you, man.
Kyle Price.
Was he by chance the one that won the trip from the chili meat?
No,
No, that was Kenneth Myers
Okay.
and daggone it. I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, he's on
Wilson.
there.
Jerry
Jerry
Wilson, that's who it
Wilson
was.
came down with little Kenny Myers, didn't he?
He's close too.
Yeah. We had fun, man.
Yeah.
There's some people getting a little closer.
Okay. You guys are in the right realm.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
$100 gift card.
$100 gift card.
Remember, you got to share this live and like. Go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel if you ain't already.
Somebody has all the right numbers, just in the wrong order.
Yeah.
So, Kenny, what do you like to see carp angling in the future and here in the United States?
Ooh,
Well-
somebody was really close.
I tell you, man,
James Carroll, pick a number,
I
man.
would like to see what Brandon Kim is trying to do come into play, man. What he's trying to do is very difficult, and it's going to be controversial. But I do agree with Chris Matthews.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Everybody had valid points, and I like the fact that it was actually a discussion, and it wasn't nobody bullying nobody saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that." People opened up and said why they did it, what they did it for, what they got out of it. And I'm the type of person, anybody that has a passion, I'm all for it, to support it, because I know my passion, I know what I like to do, and who's to knock you for having a different passion than my passion?
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, you guys are getting close.
I try to stay right there as well.
Yeah.
But I do understand.
But there is ways to improve it on both sides too, to make to get amends in the middle.
Yeah.
And part of it is I don't think it. The only thing I didn't agree with that Chris Matthews said is ignore it, and I don't think we can ignore it.
No,
I think
it'll never change if we ignore it.
That's what I'm saying. It'll get worse, and it'll be a worser. It'll be a bigger scar that you got to try to mend at that point. I mean, it's easy to forget about it and act like it don't happen, but it's there, and it ain't going nowhere. Like I said, it's been there before a lot of guys was wild water fishing.
Right.
Yeah, but my thing is like, what is a lot of the wild water guys here in Indiana doing to change that look? You know what I mean? Like they're not hosting. You know, like we try to host what we can. We try to host what we can, but as far as hosting tournaments, you know, to veer people from pay lake fishing, you know, that's all we pretty much
And we
got
don't
here.
even try to veer nobody from anything. We just try
No.
to provide a good time for the aspect of the wild. Because
Just the
when you
angler,
put
too.
money into anything, it brings
changes
it
it.
can bring the worst down in a lot of people.
No,
Right.
And versus having a family setting, we're more promoting getting together, barbecuing, having the kids out, and that aspect of it. And like I said, but I respect both sides of it because I can see why people like it.
Well, let's look at the quality of fish that we have in Indiana. In the wild, man, it's tough.
It's
tough
very
to find
tough.
a third in
It
Indiana,
is.
but
It is.
and guess where you're going to find them at, though?
Pay lakes.
In Pay Lakes, bro.
That's
So
their
They're in the
argument.
wild. They're in the wild though too.
And that's the argument with a lot of guys that they're coming from some of these said trophy lakes. And
Yeah, but
that
they're
they
not
should
coming
be-
from here though. If they was taking our 30s from our waters here,
I travel to different states to go fish them lakes, and
Yeah.
that's the part that bothers me about it. Is just coming from trophy lake. And like I said, it's hard to argue about it because it's a $60 permit to make it legal to where there's nothing no crimes being committed.
yeah.
So it's just my opinion against somebody else's opinion. But to me, the biggest thing in carp fishing is the search, the travel, the finding them.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be hard. There's a lot of big 30s in Indiana, but people don't take the time to chase them down and try to fish and try to find these spots to where they are being at.
You found one.
I found one.
You guys are still getting close.
Oh Lord,
That's the 30 light.
that's the 30 light.
Woo!
Oh man.
Yeah, I think.
Are you guys
Brandon's
giving
right.
up? I don't
think
really see no
middle
numbers
ground,
coming
man,
up.
I think we have to address it.
Yeah.
I mean, just like Tommy said, look at the comments right now.
Yeah.
Look at all those guys. I know all those guys, and it's 50% wild water guys and 50% Pay Lake guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
They're all-
you
they're
guys
all
are
here
doing a
for the
great
same
job.
passion.
You guys are the common ground. Believe it or not, it's you guys. So on your team, on the team Fish Fighters, what does it consist of? It consists of wild water guys and Pay Lake guys. So you guys did it without even talking about it.
Yeah.
You know,
we did.
you brought it together without even making it a subject. Really.
Yep, we're trying.
You quietly and for years have brought that together. You know, and I just think we do need to address it. I think we need to learn from them guys across the pond, man. We need to grow our own fish, man. We really do.
That's
We need to
my
grow our
big
own
thing. I think that would be that would solve a lot of the problems. If you grew your
It
own
would
fish,
solve a lot of it, man.
and then it wouldn't matter how you treated your fish. They're your fish. You raise them.
Or-
You can do whatever you want with them.
Or go to the commercial fishermen and give those fish a second chance too.
And I get that part too. Them fish are going to be scrapped for dog food and or whatever. If you can get some off of that, I understand that. But it's the tanker trucks and the guys that's like personally fishing, going out and getting the trophy fish and taking them back. That's the part I don't agree with personally.
Well, no, like until there's a law to be able to stop anybody from doing that, you know what I mean?
And that's why I said it's hard to argue with anybody because it's just my opinion. And like I said, I respect everybody's opinion. So at the end of the day, it's just assume you have your opinion, I have mine. We'll leave it. I don't hate you for it. I don't dislike you for it by no means.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I think that's super important, Ricky.
I got 4 daughters, a granddaughter, and a wife. I can agree to disagree with the best of them.
Amen. Amen. And there's a great point.
Somebody's real close.
Proper education, bro. That's what needs to happen. Proper education. Rickey Eldridge said something. Well, that was the other person that I got.
Oh yeah, he's awesome too.
That's 4 in a row. Those type of names. But Rickey said as long as we use the term carp, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because
he's right.
Raphael,
I fish a lot out of town, and when you go to another state and you tell somebody you're fishing for carp, first thing they do is think you're fishing for Asian carp. A lot of people don't know the difference between the carps, and a big part of this is getting more educated about the different species, about the ones that's native and the ones that's invasive.
Yeah.
Because like I said, in Missouri it was real bad. Missouri and Illinois, when I fished there, as soon as I tell somebody fish for carp, oh, you fish for them? You throw them on the bank, don't you? I'm like, no, I fish for common carp. Well, it's a carp, ain't it? And then you start trying to explain it to them, and most people just relate a carp to an Asian carp. Yeah. And all they see about Asian carp is that they're bad, which they are bad. They're taken over in a lot of places, and they do need to be eradicated in spots, but they get a bad rap just because of that, like you said, the carp name.
Yeah.
It's tied to a lot of species that's technically ain't carp.
I have a challenge.
Go for it, bro.
I have something to say, fellas.
Let's hear it.
I challenge.
You're close.
The carp community. I challenge the carp community in its entirety to do this. And you front runners out there that are trying to bring this together, like Brandon and Raphael, go find out what it costs for us to put a commercial on the TV, to make a TikTok, to make a Instagram, and flood the species differences in these commercials. And we, as a carp community, pay for it by donating towards this fund.
And that's also something
we do a tournament. We do what we do to raise money to make sure that this freaking commercial runs over and over and over again. And that's how you reach people, man. That's how you educate people. And how many times have you watched a commercial over and over, next thing you know, you're singing that song?
Yeah.
And that's also, if we can get a DNR connection that enjoys the sport and sees what the sport has to offer, and getting the information to post to them, like in the DNR on their website, that would be a big jump also.
They're going to look at it as a trash fish.
That's why I'm saying, if we can get to the right resources to find somebody to see what we do and see that it's not a trash fish.
Put Raphael's fish on there, on the commercial. Put Raphael's fish in that commercial. Put these big catchers that we have in the United States in that commercial and show these people what we're doing. And I'm telling you, we can do it in such a way, especially with the minds we're dealing with. I mean, I spent a few days with Brandon, and it took me about 2 seconds to see how smart he was. This cat is smart, man. Mm-hmm. And so we need to come together collectively as a unit and hammer away our ideas on how to get to the public in education. Now, CAD made a big move towards educating, but it fell short. They went and hit the government. They went and tried to do it politically. Man, piss on those guys. They ain't gonna do nothing for us. We do it ourselves, and we put that in front of them. The same propaganda that has people out there hating each other will be done in the carp way, and these people start to listen. They'll change their minds if they see that in the media over and over again. It's just like they're killing us with.
I feel like you probably need to go to the big games, like
you'd have to go to
Bass Pro Shop or Cabela's. Like they kind of those two companies. They kind of promote both angling,
promoter of bow fishing,
bow angling a little bit. And but if we get them to change their minds about bow fishing.
They make too much money off of it for them to want to
Man,
change their mind.
I tell you, that's a great point, Ricky. I tell you, James, I think we do it our damn self.
Okay.
We don't need nobody. We
Yeah.
don't need the government. We don't need these other entities. We don't need nobody. We do it our damn selves. We create this commercial our damn self and run it until the cows come home. And then, as the change starts to happen in the public, take a bass guy that's not really great at bass fishing. He
Yeah.
goes out and he tries.
Right.
And then he sees our commercial.
Kind of like James at carp fishing.
Hey, I'm gonna go out and try to catch carp.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to catch that. And again, like Ricky always says, that's my opinion. Everybody's got one, but I'm telling you, I feel like if we flood that daggone TV, flood Instagram, flood TikTok with these video shorts.
And there's a lot of people out
show
here.
the picture of the different species of carp. Show them exactly what the differences are and the benefits of what they are to have in your lake. You know, now in anything, in any situation on Earth, if it's not done in moderation, there's going to be a problem, and that includes carp. If you get too many carp in the lake, it's a problem.
Yep.
You guys are slowing down on the numbers.
Deer.
But you're
You
getting
can have
close.
too many deer. You can have too many whatever. You need to do it in moderation.
Last one
And
was
I'm
close.
saying that we could put together a 30-second commercial, and in that 30-second, show some capture, show how we capture it, show the waters that we capture it in, you know, around the United States, and say, you know, this means a heck of a lot to us. Might not mean something to you, but this one, and this one is bad.
So basically,
Yeah.
try to make a carp into a sport fish.
Yeah, and that
Yes,
be
and
have
turn
a
this
negative.
thing into a sport fish. And so until we call a common carp a common, we're going to be in trouble, because as soon as you say carp, we're in trouble.
Oh,
Yeah,
Christopher.
they put it in
I
a
feel
whole
like
other
the
group.
Asian carp needs to change their names.
That,
You know, change that name to Asian carp to something else.
because a lot of guys don't realize that a lot of these lakes they go to and they're bass fishermen.
Yeah.
Bass aren't native to a lot of these
Because
lakes.
you don't
bass
have
are stocked in a
three
lot of
real
these
carp.
reservoirs.
3 real carp. Really, you got the mirror, you got the common, and you got a koi, I guess.
Yeah.
Koi, I don't think.
Koi,
Oh yeah, koi is.
Yeah, koi's part
Hey,
of it.
Kenny, do
Goldfish
you
is
think?
not-
Yeah,
What do you
goldfish
think
not.
them scientists, wildlife guys, are gonna? You know, when we was catching them fish, they had their phones out recording us.
So they were actually there when you guys.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Like we had been there, been set up for probably close. I don't know, maybe
Because
an
Austin was
hour
talking
or
about that
two.
when we was down there, that they've been talking about doing the studies.
Yeah, we didn't
and
have a
they were
run. We
curious
didn't
to
have a
see.
run or nothing, man. And then boom, they showed up, man, and it was like they talked for a minute, and then right in the middle of me recording them.
Yeah, it's definitely in the ballpark.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Rod,
talking
nah,
about
you're
that.
good. Rod just took off, man. They had their phones out recording us and everything, and record. You know, and I want to say Kenny hit he hit a pretty. We both hit a
40.4.
Yeah, he hit a little bit 40.
40.4, yeah.
Yeah,
That was that-
while they
that-
was
that
there
white
too, and
light
then
was
you know, like we both caught a couple fish while there. It was pretty cool, man.
Where they probably was aware of the fish being that big in that lake just from
Well,
them
they
being
had
locals.
I mean, they had already bumped into Austin. You know,
So yeah, Austin, I'm sure
They
he's
came-
done some
oh, they-
way bigger
they
fish
came-
up there.
they was actually talking to somebody else that was out there fishing, and that person told them that Austin was there.
We got a winner.
Do we?
Yep.
Oh, we have a winner.
We have a winner.
We got a winner.
Got a winner.
It's one of your boys, Kenny.
That's good news. Who is it?
Daniel Irish.
Daniel Irish.
Oh, man.
1037.
1037 was the
1037.
number.
We got a winner.
You show everybody something.
Let me tell you something about Daniel Irish.
Hang
That
on.
boy is pure as rainwater. You hear me?
1037,
Just pure as
1037.
Rainwater. He don't have no ego. He don't have no nothing. He just has his passion.
That's all you need.
Yep, congratulations, Daniel. Get a hold of James after this is over. James will get back to you, and he will send you the code that Raphael sent him.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys send me the code and I'll make sure. Daniel gets it.
I'll take it to him when I leave here.
Yeah. You know, I do need all kinds of help.
And thank you, Raphael, for the.
Yeah, thank you so much,
We
Raphael. That's
appreciate
awesome
that
of
so
you.
much, man. We really
Thank you,
do.
Raphael.
But what I was saying is, I wonder what they're gonna do with them videos on their phones. Study them,
think-
use them
I
for.
think-
Probably just show other people, like, hey,
Yeah.
this is what we seen, this is what we encountered. A lot of people have never seen fish that big. I know when I show people the fish that don't, you caught that? Wow, that's huge. The next thing is, did you eat it?
Yeah. Like,
No,
nah, I put
let
it back,
go.
so
You didn't eat it.
so I can
No,
catch
let
it
go.
again, or
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yep.
That they can get the same thrill that I get,
Yeah, I tell you, man, I felt like them guys were genuine. And normally in that situation, you have to worry about them profiting. You know, they want to bring funds into their city. If they have something that people want to come get, they usually try to figure out a way to capitalize on it. But
Makes
I don't
money.
think these guys were that. I think they genuinely wanted to know what they had so that they can protect them in the future and that people can enjoy fishing. I think they truly had the fish's interest at heart.
I believe they're pretty old. I don't know about how old, but my guess, some of them big 40, 50 pound fish, I believe they're at least 30 plus years old. That just would be my guess.
But though, I think that lake where
Or
they're
older.
at, there was a power plant that like
They used to have a hot water discharge.
Yeah, that
and
came from a power plant. So they
some
could have
lakes
been
provide different food, natural food. Like
Well,
look at
it could have been a chemical or something. You know what I mean? That they don't know what it
Catch
is.
the fish like on Bad Grandpa.
Man, because it's crazy, bro. Like if you look at some, like you was there.
The fish are huge.
Like you see their bodies are like
I've had fish like lay out of the cradle and like
their
stick
heads
up.
are like tiny, small.
I've never had one fill the cradle and then stick up over the top of the cradle by about 6 to 8 inches. That fish was so fat.
Their heads are like kind of narrow, man.
And then it's got these
really
big
crazy.
shoulders, like
And-
big linebacker
and it's like
shoulders
they've been
on top of them.
it's like they just been working out and down there just
Buff.
lifting weights.
And when
know
you
what I mean?
release them, when they hug that bottom,
So
they look
flipping
like
bullies
tanks.
up.
They look like tanks just driving away on the bottom of the lake with their
Man,
big
it's crazy.
shoulders
They're
on them.
huge, man.
Yeah, it's an experience. If anybody hasn't done it, I recommend it.
Yeah, for sure.
Can't recommend it enough.
Nah,
Like I said, that 19-hour drive was rough, but it made it worth it.
man, but them
your
talking about some big boy
fluke.
fish.
Huge.
It's crazy
Wow.
how big they are.
We're almost coming to the end of the show. It's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that program. I really hope that they get something going so that we can spread it around the country, man.
Yeah, like I said, the main thing is being able to have an open conversation, talk about it, get to the right people, and
Yeah.
if we all keep at it, like you said, we get enough smart minds at it, we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have zero doubt, man. There's a lot of smart guys in the carp community, and I have zero doubt. And we pull in big names like Luke Nichols from Catfish and Carp.
Oh, that was awesome.
He'd be an ambassador.
Yeah.
Go out, man. We put our stuff together. We go out and get some celebrity to talk about carp fishing, and we will get that message out there that way. I truly believe that's the way to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, it'd be so cool to go to a carp expo like they have in the UK, but here in the United States, just because there's that many people that have the same passion.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
I see a lot of koi coming out. You say he's from Arizona?
Yeah, he's from Arizona, yeah.
There used to be a group, I think it was called Tight Lines Cup, and it might still be there. And what he was doing was pretty cool. It was like for all species. He even had categories for carp, but it's kind of an honor thing where you catch a fish, you take a picture, but it had different categories. You get so many points for each species of fish. But there was a lot of guys. He was from, I think his name was Stuart Hall. But there was a lot of guys out there in Arizona area, and I seen a lot of nice captures come out of there.
Yeah.
But it's also cool because they get a fish the year round too, kind of like Texas. They got a lot warmer days than we do.
Yeah. Casey's got some good spots to go to. He just has to travel a little bit. And man, you guys remember being 15 trying to get to the fishing hole. It's tough. It's
Soon as
tough.
somebody
You
told
gotta
me they
have
was
a
gonna
good
take me, I
mom,
couldn't
you gotta have a good
sleep.
dad, you gotta have a good uncle, you gotta have somebody
Yep.
that'll get you there,
I
man.
know between me and Dewan, it was either my dad or his mom, and one of us
Yep.
would get us there. And that's we
It was-
talked
it
about
was
that
my
the other
uncle,
day. It kept us
man.
out of a lot of trouble.
I grew up right down the street from Rainbow Lake,
Rainbow.
right there on Raymond.
Yep. I know
So
exactly
I
what
would
you're
get
talking about.
dropped off, and then in the morning after I stayed there, fished all
Walk back
night,
home.
I'd walk home.
Mhm.
It sucked because I didn't always take everything that I brought back home. I didn't want to carry it.
Oh, that's the only thing.
I had like 7 chairs up there.
That's the only thing I don't like about carp fishing is
Yeah, it's
all
a lot of
for
work.
the European side.
a lot
It's
of
all
work.
carrying all the equipment to your.
I mean, that's just because. I mean, it just depends on how
yeah, I know.
comfortable you want to be.
Yeah.
Though, you know?
That's the other
Yeah.
thing. I give props to Brandon too. He when he does his videos, he puts a lot of emphasis on what it takes to do that traveling, what he goes through, and it's a lot. There's a lot more people realize because
Yeah.
a lot of people watch the videos. They just see you showed up somewhere, your poles are set up, and you're
Yeah.
fishing, and didn't realize you had to
Yeah.
take 100 pieces out of a bag to put this one thing together, another 100 pieces out of this bag to put this thing together.
Right.
Yeah.
And then get it all
Yes,
packed
sir.
down so you can fit it in a little cart and make sure you can get it to the spot.
Yeah, it is a lot of work, Ricky. It is true. You don't notice it because, like I said, you're on the hunt.
It's a passion, so it don't seem like
yeah,
work.
Yeah, you just don't notice it, but it is a lot of work, man. Just imagine where, Carrie and I come from. We would literally have a net. We'd have a lawn chair,
Mm-hmm.
and then our poles and dough balls, and that's it.
Yep. And your pole's set on your lawn chair.
Line, and we put the Play-Doh in the middle of our line and just watch the little Play-Doh bounce up, and we used to catch them on the bump.
And that's what I said.
Tommy probably remembers that.
Oh,
That's what I said. Your poles went on your lawn chair.
Yeah, just like it was yesterday.
Turn it upside down, and
Yep.
that was your rod spot,
There's
bro.
still a guy, Kevin Tharp. Does he still do that
The
tournament?
dough ball
Yeah,
tournament.
he does it in the lakes.
Yeah, and every year, but you got to have the lawn chair.
I won one of them.
You have to you do the old lawn chair thing
Somewhere.
and the dough ball tournament.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, man.
That's where
I've
we
known
started.
of Kevin for a long time. I don't
Yeah.
know him real well. I know he's freaking hilarious. I know that. But yeah, I forgot about him posting that. I actually meant to make it one year, and something came up, and I couldn't make it.
Wow.
But that
I
would
won it
be
a couple
cool. I'd
years
like
ago.
to do
Did
that.
what? We don't like a bragger.
Says the guy
Stop
with the
bragging about it,
medallion.
man. That's like the third time you said that. Third time.
That I won
I
it.
won it.
I did win
It's
it.
like me and my medallion.
That's something, you know what I mean?
That's
Like, there's
437.
only a few people that can say that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because he's only had so many of them.
Yeah.
It's hard to swing off a stand too, and it was a buff.
Yeah. That's old school. Remember?
You know what's crazy? I caught it on Tide Rosin's bait too.
Look at him.
Yep.
He's probably hating himself on that one.
No, well, he left. He left.
he
left.
He
I'm
never
not playing.
stays.
Like Billy drew out here, and somebody else drew out here, and Todd went straight over there. I think Todd fished, or they came over by Todd or whatever, but Todd ended up leaving early or whatever, and we had the same flavor, but his was made different. He had a potato flake ball.
No. There you go.
So he called me over. He's like, "Man, you want this potato flake ball?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it."
Yeah.
Boom, went over. Probably wasn't even not too 20, 30 minutes later. Hit like
Boom.
a 20-something pound buff.
Boom. Damn.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Good little fish. On some lime.
The line.
Mm-hmm.
You still got your old lawn?
has exception that flavor.
Do you have your old lawn chair? Do you have a lawn chair?
No.
They don't make those lawn chairs no more.
They kind of do.
They're just hard to find.
Yeah.
You gotta
go
go.
Family Dollar?
Well, you gotta be by the beach.
Beach.
They're more in demand now. You know, back then that's what kept them in
They're
business.
looking for those old 70s
Well, that's what kept them
lawn
in
chairs.
business was us Paylate guys. We decorated them and
Had
everything.
the foam pad
Yeah,
on
the
it,
foam
the
pad
slots
on
cut out.
Yeah, we had lights on them
took
and
the
all
lawn
kinds
chair
of
to
stuff.
set your rods on, but then get to the lake and didn't have nothing to
Then
sit
sit
on.
on.
You know, somebody could make a pretty good killing if they start selling lawn chairs like that.
Yeah, but nobody fishes
No,
like
they got
that
rod
anymore.
pods.
Yeah, rod
They make
pod.
I'm talking
killing
about
off
just
selling
the
rod
old
pods.
school. You know, I wouldn't mind back. You know, it's like heck, I like the old school way sometimes. Like you get to break out the old cane pole.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
switching to this
Yeah.
year.
Man, I tell you what, when we were using that method, you had to stay right next to your poles. There wasn't no going walking around.
No.
I tell you.
I remember the very
You
first
lose
bait
the
runner.
rod.
I remember the very first bait runner I bought. It was I had to go to Galleons. Is when the Shimano is when they first came out.
Shimano 3500.
Yeah,
I got 'em.
And I got a 9-foot ugly
I got
stick. And
4
I
of
thought
'em
that
right
was
now.
the best thing that ever happened.
I still
Yeah.
use mine.
That right there is why I fell in love with Shimano, and I have everything.
That was
I
the
use
game changer
Shimano.
when you can
Yeah.
click that little button and go talk to your buddy and
Yeah.
not worry about your pole getting snatched in.
Yep.
And look how much-
Jerry and I
and
had
look
the
at everything now.
3500, 4500, and the 5500.
See, I never got those. I only had 35s.
That's what I had. I had 35s and the 9-foot ugly sticks.
Yep, 9-foot ugly still.
Them was the good old days, man. That was back when.
Now they're all high tech.
That was back when fishing was actually fishing.
That was
You caught a 20
mid-90s.
pound. You caught a 20-pound fish back then. You was doing something.
That freaking fish with some of this equipment.
Yeah,
Cause
that
you
was
had-
the equipment.
you
Fishing
back then
we
was
just
like-
overcomplicated.
Fishing
a lot of
back
times.
then was like buffalo fishing now. Like you had, you almost.
Because you sit there and do this all day with your
You
old ball
almost
or
had to
your
be there
phone or
unless they
whatever
just
you had
grab
on.
it and
Or a little
run.
Play-Doh, or the,
I used styrofoam a lot.
styrofoam.
Because I used to make a burger ball, like every time I made a burger
Burger
ball,
and Limburger.
yep, I always kept the styrofoam and cut it up in little squares before I even got to the lake.
I did that for a long time and I stopped because it would all go in the lake and just float off. And then
I mean, well, back then I was, I
I
worked.
know.
Back then
I
there
worked
wasn't
there.
no rules.
I worked there, so I was the one cleaning the lake.
He says, I picked up one.
Well, I mean, speaking to that, we learned that and we kept evolving from that.
Yeah.
I hate what I'm about ready to say to you, but I'm going to say it to you just to prove
Go ahead.
that we can all evolve and we come from a long way. We just need to be taught and educated. Gary and I, we catch fish. We do real well at a pay lake, but if we catch a flipper, then we'd get it up on the bank and hook them and football kick that thing 15 yards back into the water.
Yeah.
Didn't give a crap, didn't care nothing about it. It's a fish. It's a fish.
Yeah.
But then as we got older, that's 19, 20, 21 years old, not really knowing any better.
Yeah.
And then as we got to realize what we were doing and start talking to Gilbert Huxley was the first one that we met that was doing the Euro stuff and start telling us about the park care and whatnot. And we was like, man,
Wait.
we want to be like that. And then we kind of look at each other, dude, we football kick these fish back into the water.
I done it too, though.
I'm not,
I think we've all done
yeah, well, I
it.
think everybody's, even me and Gilbert talked about that, and I'm not
Hell,
saying he drop kicked.
James still does it.
No, but Gilbert had me and him talk back in the day before he knew about carp care, because just like anybody else, he was educated later on. He said he did too.
Yeah, I think everybody-
Yeah, I hate that idea. I really do. I hate.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed of that. But at the same time, I didn't know any better,
Yeah.
and I'm here to give my testimony to say we can change.
We
man.
can change.
And that's just in my lifetime. I'm 42, and I've seen a change. Because like you said, I'm from the era when guys would kick the fish back in, and there wasn't no internet to tell you that
No.
wasn't right. That you was doing it wrong. There wasn't no team fish fighters. There wasn't no carp commandos.
no.
There wasn't none of this other stuff to say, hey, this is how you handle a fish.
I mean-
and then you can enjoy it again.
Yeah.
I mean, you catch it once, the next person come enjoy it. Or even at a pay, like if it's a jug fish and money fish, it's going to stay that same weight, so the
I'm
next
not-
person might
I'm
be
not
able to
gonna
get some
lie.
money off of it.
I held the carp back in my early days by the gill.
We used to have a scale.
I
and
thought-
we'd hook it through their
Yeah,
lip and weigh them.
too.
And like I said, we didn't
And
know.
then
what to
until I was not, like to say, knowledge is power. You learn.
That's right. That's right. And they need to hear that from us.
Yeah.
And they need to hear that from the older guys that have been around, that are not that way anymore.
Yeah.
But we do understand. We understand. We were there. But check this out, man.
Yeah.
And just lead the way, man.
That's it. Live by example.
I think
Thank God.
yeah.
Thank God for Brandon Kim and Rafael and
Yeah.
Lorenzo and people like that are pushing us towards being better, man. And I want to get involved. I'd like to get involved in it.
Absolutely.
You already are, bro.
Yep.
More than you know.
I think we
You know
need
what I mean? Just by helping us, and
Yeah. I think
Man, you guys are freaking awesome.
hey, having
I really
the guide
love what you're
service-
doing, man. I really appreciate what you're doing, and that's
Thank
why I do it, because I really appreciate what you're doing.
And that's the thing, if you can get an open conversation about it, there's a lot of people that don't want to chime in because they don't want to, it's such a odd topic. They don't want to, they don't want to feel like maybe they said the wrong thing or maybe they're not feeling the right way. But if you can get an open conversation, just get it rolling to where people actually open up and hear the different sides. I mean, that's the only way there'll ever be any type of peace or a solution, a start of a solution.
Yeah, I think if you're cordial and calm, and
I noticed-
and you're a daggone man about it, man. I think we can get there. I think if you can't talk about it, if it triggers you emotionally, I understand. Like both fishermen, it triggers me emotionally.
Yeah.
But I noticed in the debate,
So I don't talk about it, bro. I don't go there. I can't go there with you.
I did
I'm not
notice.
mad at you. I don't hate you, but I just don't agree with it.
I noticed a lot of the guys that was.
If it's legal, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to, and some of the guys are my daggone friends, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and
you
so
can't
what
catch
I
a
do,
case for
you know,
something
put a
that's
wedge between them.
legal for them to do.
Even a carp ain't for a friend, bud.
Yeah.
He ain't. You know, so.
And I noticed
we have to be cordial with each other, man.
Yep, the debate, I noticed also a lot of the guys that was just adamantly against pay lake fishing, they weren't from a state that they was raised around it also. So they haven't seen it,
right.
and it was different to them, and they don't realize how much of a way of life it was for a lot of us, whether or not we stuck with it or we went our different ways or whatever. But a lot of people that's just dead flat against it, they don't know, they haven't seen it, they wasn't
You
raised
can't
around
that's
it,
why I
they
say
come from a different state,
you can't
or
down
they
me
come from a different
because I
country.
grew up a pay laker and you grew up with somebody that done
Wild fishing, fish the river the whole time, wouldn't go to
Yeah,
pay
you know what I
lake.
mean, like
But a lot of them, they just weren't around it, and a lot of them, not to say they would go, but chances are if you was around it as a kid, more likely. My dad didn't have a lot of time when he took us out, and I see why he took us to pay lakes. So somewhere easy you can pull up to, pull your stuff out, give them a little money, you can fish, kids are content, family's content, it's a good day for the whole family.
Right.
Because there's not a lot of parks. You go to most of the parks here, there's homeless, population's bad, a lot of drug addicts, you find needles laying places. A lot of them's not very family oriented, and at least pay lakes aren't the best in some of them either, but at least a lot of them when I was growing up as a kid,
they're a lot safer.
And that was our
They're a lot
family day
safer
out.
right now than going
Fishing
down
White River.
than fishing White
Yeah,
River.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I don't know James' background as much as I do Ricky's and Tommy's, but if we weren't fishing and we didn't have the passion for fishing like we did at an early age, would we be talking right now?
No.
Or would we be in prison or dead?
Yeah.
My background, I wouldn't have made it, man.
I wouldn't
Wouldn't have
either.
made that there. with
I
them boys,
probably
man.
wouldn't have been. I probably wouldn't.
I'd have
have
either been in trouble or dead. That between fishing and my kids, I won't say it's all fishing. My
Yeah.
kids had a lot to do with that.
I walk on water.
Well, I just
I don't
think
know.
as we were coming up, when we were younger, like Jace Alford, for example. Jace Alford is a perfect example, man. I don't want that kid fishing until he's blue in the face.
Yeah.
I'd rather him be fishing than on the street trying to figure out something fun
There's
to
not
do.
nothing good
Yeah.
on these streets.
You
Not
know,
good at all.
but generally, what's something fun to do, the alternative, is the things that make your heart pound.
Right.
The things
adrenaline.
that make your heart
Yeah,
pound,
you're very
get you
true.
sent to prison or get you shot and killed. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much good out here for a young.
A lot of them want to hang
young
out with
girl.
Joe Smo because he's getting money.
That's why, in a
You know what I
way,
mean?
That's right.
I'm kind of glad I am a girl dad, because I got to worry. Yeah, I got to worry about them getting pregnant, but I don't have to worry every time they leave the house they're going to get involved with the wrong thing. They're going. I feel for any parent that has a young male at this time and day. I mean, it's
It's sad
rough.
to say
It
though,
is
too.
sad
You
to
know what I
say.
mean?
But there's not a lot of good stuff out there for these young kids.
Yeah, we put fishing in front of them, man. We daggone did something. We did something big, man.
Yeah, you're right about that. I agree with you, and I'll definitely get with you on that and see what we can come up with.
I think we should.
Yeah. We should try to
Let's
figure
come up with a
something
game
out.
plan.
I seen in the
get-
comments.
hey,
I seen a few people that said they
Yeah.
was down to help, and I know Dewan. He's talked about it. He's adamant
Yeah.
about it. Him having a single dad with his son, I know he feels the same way. So,
Carp Commando
Well,
said he'd like
I
to
mean-
be involved. Raphael.
I didn't get my daughter's help. I'm sure they'll help me with it.
I can tell you right now what I'm talking about is not going to be small, fellas. It's going to be big. We're going to have a tournament in the middle of the country, and all the proceeds to go towards that commercial. All the proceeds to go towards that education.
Yeah, 'cause I
And
think
we just all show up in the middle of the country, man, and show our power, because we got numbers now, fellas.
Yeah.
I think
we got
just
numbers now, man.
just this video chat. I think we have people from
we
5
can, we can
states.
have a
Yeah.
tournament that's just 100% donation, and you win a trophy, or we'll give you a daggone T-shirt, but we're keeping your money.
Yeah, but
Just be real
but
about
I'm
it.
sure
And-
if enough of us come together, We would just have to have some hell of a donation.
And as long as
prizes wise.
And as long as people seen results from the money and the stuff and seen something being done, I think there'd be so much more people into it. But it'd be something you'd have to keep the results posted.
We would definitely
let people know.
If we can get sponsors like to buy a bait boat or something like that for like first place winner, you know what I mean?
Jerry, kind of like one of those Jerry Lewis's telethons.
You could do anything like that.
You know what I mean?
You could do anything like that. But you could also show the contract that we're about to sign for this commercial. You could show the video that you want to promote.
Hey, this is what it costs. This is what it needs. This is what we have.
We already have this commercial done.
There you go.
Before we promote a tournament, we have the commercial done, and we show it to the carp anglers and say, "How can we improve this commercial?" Let everybody weigh in on our commercial, and they say, "Okay, now we need X amount of money to get this ran, on every commercial for 30 seconds, or twice a day." I don't know anything about commercials, but
I got 2 people on my Facebook page right now that I know
10 times a
personally.
day, if it runs every hour.
Yeah.
Figure out what that cost is and say, here's what we're trying to do. We want to run it every hour.
And my buddy Jacob
Here's how much
Clark.
it's going to take for however.
They have all the cameras, the smoke machines, fog machines, anything to do with making any type of
There is a
content.
couple badass local videographers that I'm sure
That we
would jump
can-
on
yeah.
it, that we can reach out to
Yeah.
and see what it would take to do something like that. At least, like you said, get it recorded and then worry about getting it pushed out there to the different
Yeah.
avenues.
And like I said, they're good at mixing and mastering and all that too, because they're getting paid to do
And that's what
videos.
That's what they do for a living.
Yeah, for a living, and they have all the best equipment to do it too.
Nice.
So I'm sure we can definitely make it happen. We just gotta put our brains together and
Well.
everything to make it happen.
We're over.
That's my bedtime.
Yeah. Wow. Kenny.
I will tell you.
Man.
I
What
bet it's
time
quiet.
is it in
It's-
Del Hollow? Did they got the same time? I don't remember.
So,
Del Hollow. Are you on the same time as us?
no, we're an hour behind you guys.
Behind. Okay.
Okay.
So it's still early there.
Yeah.
Well, Kenny, brother, come to the end of the show, brother.
Yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate you guys so much, man.
I
It was a great
appreciate
show.
you. This is a lot of this conversation was a lot of eye openers. Learned some things.
And it just keeps it going.
Yeah.
It keeps it going in a
And
positive way.
I think positive way, and I think we maybe got something. Maybe we got a little bit of foundation get ready to happen, And I just
We've already worked on the foundation.
Oh yeah, we worked on the
think-
foundation.
Yeah,
I think we're starting to build walls. I think we're starting to put walls up now.
Yeah. So
Starting to frame it in, get it
Yeah.
closed up.
to you, kind sir.
oh, thank you, bro.
You are a diamond in the rough, James Sanders. You're absolutely a wonderful human being.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
Because really,
that.
this team
He's not
wouldn't
gonna
even be
able
here
to get in
without
his
James.
truck. We're gonna have to grease his head down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all inflated.
No.
Well, I just think you guys are genuine, man.
Appreciate that,
It is what it is.
That
You
we
put it
are.
out there. The fact that you guys are so raw makes it work better than if it was scripted. You know what I mean? So I appreciate that aspect of you guys.
Yeah, I appreciate
I wasn't
that.
talking to you, Ricky. I don't even really like you that much.
F you too.
He begged us to be on the show.
I know, I'm like,
Like, no.
Maybe Kenny will talk to me.
Really, Ricky?
Hopefully you get on.
I tried to come to the last two. They told me no. Well, I'm coming to this
Yeah.
one. I
Well,
don't care.
and Carrie's in there making rigs, and he's getting me worried that I'm behind, so I better get my butt back
Yeah,
to work.
man.
All right, keep
Hey,
it posted.
Yeah,
Kenny,
keep us
thank you
posted.
again,
I
brother.
really appreciate everything
Everything you do for us too.
and the carp community in general. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
Thanks, bud. You guys be good.
Yeah, good luck tonight.
good night.
Bye.
Bye. Wow. Kenny
great.
back.
Yeah.
He's
He has some good ideas,
He
man,
does.
and he really is passionate about
He
that
is.
too. I learned that about him.
He's very passionate
Yeah, when
about
we
it.
was in Texas.
Anything he
man.
does, he gets a lot of passion behind it.
We had a lot. We had a lot of good times, man. We had a lot of great laughs.
Yeah.
We both caught some good solid fish. You know what I mean?
Man, Kenny, man. I'd like to get him back on the show again.
Already? We'll just do it tomorrow.
I think Dewan wants to be on the show.
Get him on here.
Get him on here.
Yeah, he talked about, hey, what we can do. What we
Listen, let's just do it now. Let's just get him on here next week.
Want to do it? All right.
All right, next week, Dewan.
Yeah, you gotta come Wednesday, 8 o'clock.
Yep.
No excuse.
Come here or
yep,
talk to.
we'll make room.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we should have him come in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably past his bedtime.
Huh?
It's probably past his
He
bedtime.
does. I think his schedule did change. I think he has to get up super early.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we appreciate everybody watching, man. We appreciate anybody and everybody that helps sponsor anything. You know, shout out to Big Money Beepers,
Big Money
Michael
Beaver.
Thornburg,
Raphael from
Carpenter.com.
Carpenter.com. Wow, thank you again for a $100 gift certificate.
Yep, Chris from the Barber Shop. You know, he gives us stuff too, man.
All the local
Bait shops, Adams Outdoors, Any Bait and Tackle, Naptown Bait and Tackle. Just shout out to everybody that supports.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the sponsors. You know that
Yeah.
we're all sponsored by somebody. You know, whether it's R&W, One On, Carp King.
We're sponsored by Fish Fighters.
Oh, we can't forget Bottom Feeder Baits.
Yeah.
Bottom
Yeah.
Feeder
Bottom
Baits.
Feeder.
Can't forget that. Congratulations to Daniel
Good job,
Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Daniel
bud.
Irish. Don't forget to hit up James, and he'll give you that code that you can get your
I tagged
prize.
Now you can
Raphael
empty that
on
cart that's on the website already.
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I want my cut, buddy.
Don't forget to share this live for us,
Yeah.
man. And like I said, when we reach 5,000 subscribers, James is gonna eat a goldfish. He said he wasn't gonna swallow a whole,
On
but
the
he'll chew it
YouTube
up.
channel. On the YouTube channel.
Yep. So you guys gotta go. You know,
Say he's gonna chew it up.
he said I asked him if he was gonna swallow a whole because it'd be down there flopping in his stomach.
I'm about to go have all my kids subscribe. I'm gonna tell them take
Hey.
the tablets to school, all
Yeah.
the Chrome pads,
Hey,
get
yeah,
subscribed.
we gotta hit that 5,000 subscribers so we can have James eat a goldfish
The crunchy.
on live.
Make it crunchy.
He's ate worms and stuff before, so
Put a
he'll
little slap your mom on it. You'll be
Yeah,
all right.
slap your money. You know my son, he's into
goldfish so good, slap your mom.
that Cajun guy.
To the
Put
step
a cracker on that.
Yeah, put a
cracker.
cracker
He's
on
like,
the dude.
That's my guy, man.
You know he was a cop.
Was he?
He kind of looks like he was a
No, he
cop.
was. He was like a state trooper.
I think he was.
Yeah, he was a
Massey
state
said
trooper,
that.
and that's what. If you notice, that's why he
That's a wig he's wearing.
Yeah,
too,
it's
isn't
a wig he was wearing.
I wasn't sure.
That's what he said. Let's hydrate. While we wait,
Yeah.
we hydrate.
His shit blew up.
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it blew up.
He's got some
Get
good
him-
food.
Get him on the show. Show us how to cook a carp.
Yep. Hey, shout out to Tie Bug Pickups too.
Yeah.
Like I said, just shout out to everybody.
Yeah,
man,
I appreciate
supports
all you
us,
guys, man.
all the flavor companies. If
If
you're out
there's,
there making rigs or selling sinkers or
And anybody just took time out to watch the podcast.
Yeah.
and we appreciate you guys, man. And I think that's about it,
That's
ain't it,
it,
fellas?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Throw your pepper open.
Until next time,
All right.
we'll see you later.
Later, guys.